What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 when you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
What day of Mayo is it?
Cinco.
So Cinco de Mayo already?
Oh, yeah. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Festive celebration of Mexican culture.
Hey, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo?
I am throwing a big Cinco de Mayo party.
Big Cinco de Mayo numero uno.
Also Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you not hear me just now?
No. That's because I'm already drunk.
Cinco de Mayo.
Drinking margaritas.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
It's showtime!
The part-timers have returned. Whenever we take some time off, we usually get a text message or two at the radio station saying, "Welcome back, part-timers." Marks, punks, bitches.
I almost came back yesterday.
Me too.
You should have.
I didn't know that we had Monday off.
I showed up. I sat right down yesterday, took my chair, sat around here for a good 3.5 hours. Nobody else showed up.
Just talking to yourself.
Yeah, the boss texted me. It was like, hey, do you have any, we run a show when we're gone. I usually put together little pieces and we make a show.
What do we call that? What do we call that gimmick?
I'm completely
Backtracks.
blanking. Thank you. Backtracks.
We used to call it
I
best
thought, all right,
of.
it'll come to me, but it
seemed
never
a little
did.
arrogant, didn't it?
But yeah, he was like, do you have any of those for Monday? And I was like, no, we're back on Monday. And he was like, no, you're not. It says on the calendar you're not going to be here. I was like, oh. And then he said that he asked Dana, and Dana said, yeah, no, we're not going to be here.
I was the only one who showed up yesterday. You can call us whatever you like. We're big boys and girls. We can take it.
I got crap from a buddy saying the same thing. And then I asked him, I'm like, well, we've been there 30 years. We get 20 vacation days, aside from, company holidays. What are you at? And he's like, he thought about it for a second. He's like, oh, yeah, I've been here 10 years.
Tell the guy to suck
and
it.
I get 30 days. And I thought,
you
can't give us crap.
He gets more days off than you. He's worked for 10 years. You've worked for 30 years.
That's right.
Yeah, the Half-Assed Morning Show's back. It was enough to make a grown man cry how badly I was missing this place. We took ourselves a week's vacation just for laughs. We appreciate you being there for us this morning on our triumphant comeback. Normally, I don't do much with my time off. But last week, my wife and I took an airplane ride, and we spent some time in what folks call the Pacific Northwest. Can we turn the music down a little bit? I'm getting my nuts kicked in over here.
That's a beautiful area.
Yeah, your wife sent me some photos, and it's gorgeous.
I had, Ashley, you'd been there before?
Yeah, I've been to Washington.
I've always wanted to go, like Washington, Oregon.
That's exactly where we visited, Cubby. And I had zero idea what I was getting myself into. I didn't know dick.
Did you see the volcano in Washington? Sorry, I got excited.
I may have been looking at a volcano and I didn't know it.
Mount Rainier.
Oh, yeah, we went over by that away.
Sweet.
That's a volcano?
Yeah.
Nobody said anything to me about it being a volcano.
Cool. That's the coolest part.
Now I wish I would have taken a closer look. I drank a couple of Steve Weisers by the name of Rainier.
Oh, there you go.
How were they?
They were delicious. They wanted $15 for one of those sumbitches at the airport. I said, what, am I at a Twins game?
Whoa.
For $15? Anyway, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Didn't know a damn thing about either Washington or Oregon other than sports-related things. Portland Trailblazers. Oregon State's nickname is the Beavers. Warren Moon went to the University of... so I knew nothing. And I don't normally get very excited over scenic this and that, cliffs and trees and waterfall. Normally that does very little for me, but driving all around Oregon and Washington, and this was a driving vacation. We drove everywheres. I'll tell you, took me by surprise. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
Oh, it looked great. I mean, honestly, some of the photos that your wife sent look like postcards you get somewhere. And
it was crazy, Cubby.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's what I always expected it to be. And I wasn't there, but I felt like I was in a way.
I always thought that maybe there was, I don't know, one big mountain in Washington. I don't know, Mount St. Helens. That was a volcano. When I was a kid, that went off and everybody panicked. I pretty much thought it was the Portland Trailblazers and one big mountain. Other than that,
that's all they had.
I thought, why go to Washington and Oregon? What is that?
There's the mountain. Let's get back on the plane.
It was insane. It was so cool. Dana, you're a video game guy and you love Mario Brothers.
Yeah, sure.
You've played a hell of a lot of Mario Kart, have you not?
I sure have.
Have you ever been to the Pacific stinking Northwest?
I've been to Seattle, yes.
So there you go. Then maybe you know this already. This was something. What was I saying? Mario Kart?
Yeah.
You know, though, I've played some Mario Kart. You know those levels where you're on a highway and it appears that you're on the tippy top of the world looking down on all creation? Mm-hmm. Those were a couple of the friggin' roads we drove.
Oh.
We did all the scenic routes. We barely touched an interstate. That was all by plan, by the wife. When we were going from this place to that place, we did not we took all the scenic, mountainous. I'm telling you, dude, I almost puked once or twice.
I bet.
Just like, holy balls, what are we doing up here? And then you go all the way down. And I'm thinking, I don't even know where the emergency brake is on this car. It's a rental. I don't know this car. And then we go way up. Oh, God, are we going up again? I don't know. Maybe this is the marijuana talking, but it was just awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed it so much.
Thank you. Portland, Oregon. One more thought on this, unless any of you have any questions, because I want to find out about Josh's vacation, of course. We landed in Portland, Oregon, and that's where we rented our motor vehicle and started driving. I don't know if it's a West Coast laid-back type of a thing, but everywhere you go in Oregon, the speed limit is 55, and nobody breaks the speed limit.
Really?
Oh, it's because they're all high. They're just vibing.
I was going 75 miles per hour, and people were looking at me like, Jesus, what's your problem? And I kept looking around like, nobody else speeds around here? You really, all of yous go the most well-behaved traffic I've ever seen in my life in Portland. Or nobody breaks the speed limit. They thought I was a total ass because I decided to pin it a few times.
Did you notice that there was a lot of taco trucks in Washington? That's one thing I noticed right away. And a lot of them were parked outside of dispensaries.
Oh,
so
smart.
I guess it makes sense because there's a lot
know
of
their
dispensaries.
audience.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of those illegal drug, what do you call it?
Dispensary.
I saw a lot of illegal drugs being sold, dangerous illegal drugs.
Yeah.
But I didn't see a taco truck. Old nutsack over there, Cubby. He took the whole Griswold clan over to a place called San Diego.
Yeah, so we were also on the West Coast, but outside of, you mentioned a lot of driving, we did an incredible amount of walking.
Oh, you stayed in San Diego proper, and you went here to scenic. Not scenic isn't the word. Tourist. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, a lot of touristy spots. We almost did too much. I kind of wish we had a little more downtime. But we tried to do everything. I mean, anything you could do in San Diego, we tried to sneak it in.
No, you got to chill a little bit. You have to have at least one chill day where you have nothing planned.
We kind of did. I mean, we had some, smaller plans on Saturday. We ended up coming back Sunday night. But we got some kind of lesser plans Saturday, a little more relaxing, like going to the beach and stuff. But still, it was driving, trying to find a place to park, which was ridiculous.
You were telling us before you left, you were telling us every friggin' thing that you signed up for. And, while I was on my vacation, my wife and I talked about you a little bit. And I said, he's going to be destroyed when he comes back.
Oh, I was so beat.
Because I know you. And I know when you take the family on vacation, you want everyone to walk away going, "Oh my God, I can't believe how
That's exactly right.
So you sign up for everything as opposed to giving yourself some time just to sit there, and so you're cooked.
So, oh, absolutely. One of the first things we did is we walked kind of by our hotel. It's right by the USS Midway Museum, which was awesome again. A decommissioned ship. You see all the fighter planes. We had, and the naval bases there, so we had fighter planes constantly going by our hotel room window. It was awesome. And seeing some of those ships docked there, really cool stuff.
Bet you stay in that museum until they close. They're like, all right, dude, come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. We're closed.
We did everything they had there. It's a huge ship. If you've been on it, I think you'd be shocked how big they are.
Were you humping the legs of any active duty personnel
No,
over there?
I was listening very intently to some of the people that were speaking, talking about what it was like. And they had I didn't see this last time, but what's that called? A hologram movie, right? They showed a movie on the screen, and all of a sudden a hologram host would come out. And then they showed him, aging. He was the only survivor from a mission. They show him aging from a young guy to the old guy he was when he passed away.
Oh, Jesus.
It was awesome. That was really cool. I saw a pooping guy in the middle of the day, and I thought, here I am. I'm in San Diego.
What does pooping have to do with the military base?
It has nothing to do with that. I'm going through some other things.
Oh, that was a separate incident. Oh, I thought maybe...
Well, it was outside of the military base.
Oh.
Or not the base, but the ship, the museum there. What else? Oh, you know how on vacation you think, boy, I might get a little more action?
Yeah.
Get some of that vacation stuff. I did. But I wasn't expecting it to be at the airport.
Oh.
I was pulled over for one of those random, pat downs again.
Sure.
And I've had that happen many times.
That's crazy. Why?
But this guy spent a lot of time on my penis, and I've never had anybody do that before.
Oh, I was assaulted once at the airport.
With the penis?
Yes, there's no way that was procedure.
Did he go from front to gooch?
Yes.
Yeah, he got the whole thing in there.
And I was wearing basketball shorts, so it was very personal.
Oh.
I was with Nick once when they made me pull my pants down. Not my underwear, but my pants.
How did the basketball game go, by the way? Did you do well?
Yes, some adults like to wear basketball shorts around town, and it's quite all right.
I do too.
I know. I would think that's funny that
Well, what'd you get? A few rebounds?
Yeah, a double-double. I had a double-double.
A double-double.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So you were manhandled. You got an HJ at the airport.
Pretty much. We went to SeaWorld, which was great.
How was eating with the orcas?
What does the C stand for?
Well, it turns out there's two SeaWorlds. One is a gay bar, so you got to be real careful when you Google this.
Word.
The other one is the SEA, SeaWorld.
The dolphins, what'd you say, Ashley?
We had lunch with the orcas, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Was it one of these deals where it's like, okay, at noon it's lunch with the orcas, 1:30 we're visiting the battleship?
Not that detailed.
Come on, everybody, hurry up.
But we knew, one, it was lunch with the orcas. Padres game Friday night. That was fun.
Did you catch a home run ball?
No, our seats, if we caught a home run where we were at, you would have saw it on the news. Where we were sitting, and we had the very last seats in the stadium.
Oh, man.
Petco Park, it's cool. Everything around it is really cool. Not as nice as Target Field, but not even close, really. But as far as, you get to see the sea, and you get to, all the buildings around it were really cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And Nick, I forgot to tell you this. On Monday, or when we get there, Tuesday night, there's this really cool band shell right in the water outside of our hotel.
A band shell in the water?
It's just kind of, it's on like a pier, right?
Word.
Deep out in the water. Well, not that deep, but kind of deep out in the water.
You got to take a boat to go see a band?
No, it's like a big dock.
Word.
So we, the first night, I'm like, God, who's blasting their music in the hotel? I didn't realize it was actually used for, during a weeknight.
Was it Blink 182?
Nope.
Did you see them by chance?
Nope, I did not see them. It was...
You'll have to go back then.
James Taylor.
Jesus Christ.
I thought, what an odd thing to hear. Like I said, I thought somebody was blasting their music, and we looked out and see all these lights, and James Taylor was performing.
Big crowd?
Oh, packed.
Did he sing I'm Your Handyman?
It was a little tough to hear, but there's a couple songs I sort of recognize.
I like that one, I'm Your Handyman. You know that one, Ashley?
No, I don't.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Something like that. Go ahead.
Sha-la-la-la.
I'm your handyman. Ladies, is what he says in the song. James Taylor. I can't believe he's still operating.
Yeah, he looked pretty good from what I could tell from 700 yards away.
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I can barely see him, but he looks good. Well, so it sounds like you also had a wonderful time.
Yeah, you guys had such adventurous breaks. I don't even remember what I did really. I just kind of lived.
Yeah, you stayed home. You laid low.
I'm sure I did something fun at some point.
There ain't a damn thing wrong with that.
Poo-Poos and Pee-Pee's Jesus called me a homeboy, saying Petco Park is way cooler than Target Field. Well, like I said, the facility itself, Target Field, is a lot nicer. I don't know if you can argue that. It's just, but everything kind of around it was super cool.
Right.
And it was easy to get to because there was a walkway right from our hotel.
Beautiful.
I was going to mention, for anybody that might be going to SeaWorld, SEA World, get the meal pass. That saved us a ton.
Wow, true eater like yourself? Of course
I'm
you're going to get the meal pass.
I think it was an extra $50. We spent that immediately. It would have been. Immediately we would have spent that.
Willie Water went to San Diego and he took a helicopter ride.
Saw a lot of those.
Just reading text messages here. Well, people are asking me if I was able to follow the local sports scene while we were out in the Pacific Northwest. Sure, yeah, we watched, what was that, last Thursday when both clubs advanced to the next round. The Pigs beat somebody and the Wolves beat, yeah, we watched.
That
was
cool.
a good day.
We watched her over at the hotel. There were a lot of Pacific Northwesterners wondering what it was my wife and I were shouting about in the bar, but we were, because no one else was watching these games except.
They had them on at the bar even.
Yeah, well, there was.
We just grabbed them on our hotel TV.
National television. What's that? You sat.
I didn't know if they'd have that on at a bar. We were wondering, so we just sat in our rooms and watched it.
Did Josh, when you were in San Diego, a listener wants to know, did you see the Statue of Liberty?
No, I didn't, unfortunately, but I saw the Eiffel Tower. I wanted to make sure and see that before we went.
Saw a couple of them.
Somebody asked about the flight simulators. We did do that. I took down a few bogeys, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a couple of them on the USS Midway Museum.
Did you let other people have a turn?
Yeah, because it's incredibly expensive. So I only did one each.
Beef Cannon Jesus has texted in. He says, now that I've seen the Pacific Northwest and I was officially grabbed by the scenery. Tall trees, mountains everywhere, waterfalls, this and that. And yeah, that normally doesn't do anything for me, but this was just, everything out there was so perfect and beautiful. Beef Cannon Jesus wants to know, does this mean I'm now officially ready to go with Josh on road trips to look at fall colors?
I mean, it's not too far off as far as the majestic beauty of nature.
Yeah.
I'd have to drink about it, but maybe I'm turning hippie. Maybe Josh knows this. He's known plenty of people who go to New York City for 3 weeks and come back acting like a member of, what was that show, The Sopranos, right? Or you go to England for 2 weeks and you come back sounding like John Lennon. The people who absorb maybe my trip to Washington and Oregon has turned me hippie now, and I'm not even fully aware of it yet.
I was outdoors a lot, and I didn't hate it. I mean, so it does change you a little bit. Although I did get wicked sunburn in weird places on day one.
Like something would happen to you.
Oh, the back of my neck was ridiculous.
You got sunburn. I'm sorry to hear that. It happens to guys like you and I very easily. You got to make sure you cover all those spots, Cubby, with that 45 grit. Sometimes even 50 grit I use with the sunscreen. Here's a question for you about your trip to San Diego, Josh. Were you scammed by any sidewalk charities?
No.
Like you were scammed in Boston?
Well, almost scammed. I made a real donation to the Children's Hospital of Boston. But what the guy didn't tell me is that this was a monthly commitment.
Right, you were scammed.
Yeah, so it actually went to where it's supposed to go, but it was a lot more than I had anticipated. Way more. So no, There was a lot of homeless folks, that's for sure, sitting around. I mean, why wouldn't you be? I mean, if you're homeless, I'd go to a place that's always warm for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that. And like I said, every once in a while, a random guy pooping on the sidewalk.
It reminds me of living in Uptown. I kind of miss that.
I've pooped on a sidewalk. Dana's pooped on a sidewalk. Give a guy a break. A listener wants to know if, while I was in Oregon and Washington with my new hippie persona, did I try some mushrooms? No, I don't mess with dangerous, illegal drugs. I don't mess with marijuana or mushrooms because they're dangerous and highly illegal. But I really like that Rainier beer. I'd never tried one before, heard of it, seen it around here and there.
A few people text in saying it's good.
It's really easy to drink. Oh, I like that Rainier. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to find some here in town. I don't know why they wanted $15 in trade for it at the airport. I didn't realize that until I'd cleaned a few of them out. And I got my tab, and I said, "Whoa!" Or the wife actually said, $15 for a beer.
What are prices like where you were at? Because San Diego, it's really expensive.
Oh, very, very reasonable.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. We were nowhere near any big cities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't. The only time we spent in Portland was getting off the airplane, renting a car, and getting the hell out of there.
It's a really cool area.
I really liked it. We flew out of Seattle. We were only there for an hour. We got on the airplane and came home. So we were in the middle of nowheres.
San Diego is a fun city. A lot to do and a lot of cool stuff that I kind of wish we had here. I'm going to petition the next governor. Well, I'd love to have the Navy base here.
Oh, a naval base.
Do you think they'd ever put a naval base in the center of the country?
Probably not.
You don't
but
think
you can
so?
hope. You could write them.
Why wouldn't they? They had a lot of kind of cool districts you could go hang out in. I haven't been to the social district. Is that Blaine?
Anoka.
Anoka. Okay, shoot. I was going to say Anoka
Yeah.
first.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I mean, something like that would be cool to have a little more places around here.
Yeah, I agree. It is weird ordering a drink in Anoka, and then they're like, "Do you want to have it here, or you need a cup to like walk around?" I'm like, I'll stay here.
Oh, the old to-go cup. Yeah, that's
beautiful.
beautiful.
I thought the to-go cup was the whole point of that thing.
Yeah, I guess if you're doing that, but I've only ever done it once, and it was when there was like something else going on down there, like a little fair. You don't really see, or at least when I go over there, I don't really see people on like a Wednesday afternoon walking around with a open drink.
Yeah, I'm receiving bad news here via the text machine that you can't find Rainier beer anywheres in this neighborhood.
I wonder if you can have that shipped. I don't know what the rules are on shipping beer.
That sounds like a pain in the ass. I didn't like it that much.
Well, I got a buddy in Seattle who's homesick for Haggie's Pizza, so he has a couple of Haggie's Pizzas flowing out to him a couple times a year.
So you have to have them like cold packed?
Yeah, I think it's like dry ice or something like that.
Oh.
And yeah, he pays a lot for it.
I would think so.
That's awful nice.
I ordered some barbecue sauce once from a place in Kansas City. We went for a wedding.
Oh, sure.
It was that good. I've never done something like that.
Fireplace Jesus asked if I went to Coronado. Yes, I forgot to mention that, which was awesome too. We drove, actually by Nick's wife's suggestion, we went to a nice restaurant there, saw the beach, kind of drove around.
Am I the only person now on this program who's been in and out the Goonies house?
Did you go?
Yeah.
I was in there for hours. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
But you did see, you probably didn't realize it, but your wife posted a photo of a beach where there's some rocks. I forget the actual name, and that's where the last scene of the Goonies was filmed.
Before we left town, Dana says, hey, you got to see the Goonies house. Now, personally, the movie The Goonies, never saw it. But Dana said, if you get a chance, you got to go to the Goonies. So, yes, we were on a beach called Cannon Beach. Mm-hmm. We stayed there for one night. That supposedly is the neighborhood where they shot the Goonies. We walked a couple of blocks. I looked for the house, never saw it. But I was thinking about you in that moment. I said, if Dana was here, he would walk until he collapsed looking for the Goonies house.
Well, we probably would have gotten arrested for trespassing. Sir. The movie wasn't real.
Yeah.
You can't live here.
Mikey doesn't live here anymore, Dana. He's a grown-ass man.
So somebody said something about Cinco de Mayo today. Where do you want to go with that, Josh?
I'm good. I mean, it's also Taco Tuesday. It's a good combination.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo was always fun when I was a young man.
Never really done anything about
Cinco
it.
de Mayo.
Never went out and had a margarita or anything?
Nah. I usually would forget. Somebody would remind me. I would forget 5 minutes later. That kind of deal.
More questions coming in via text message to Josh and I about our wonderful out-of-town vacation. So Josh was in San Diego. He says he did not cross paths with Blink-182. I was in the Pacific Northwest. A couple of people are asking me, how is Nirvana? I did not run into Nirvana while I was in... I expected to, but no, they must have... maybe they knew I was coming.
Yeah, I think they've moved on.
I didn't run into Queensryche.
The surviving members.
People are asking, did I run into Queensryche? Heart, no. Metallica, Armored Saint, no. Sir Mix-a-Lot, no, I didn't run into Sir Mix-a-Lot or the presidents of the United States of America.
I had that
but
CD.
Maybe it wasn't such a great trip after all.
It sounds like you missed out on a
Sounds
lot.
lame.
Well, I wouldn't say so. You didn't even think about it until the text came in, so.
James Taylor off in the distance, huh, Josh?
That's right. There he was.
All right. I suppose we ought to get moving. We have returned to a 4-day work week, and we're very happy to be back. No, I didn't run into Soundgarden. Again, people are texting in. Later on this morning, Randy Shaver will be visiting. We got lots to talk about with the pigs and the wolves and the wolves and the pigs. I think C Willi Myles is going to swing by. Did I see Bigfoot? No encounters with...
Did you already say Dr. P? He'll be coming in.
Oh, no, I did not mention Dr. P. He'll be stopping by. It's going to be beautiful.
We didn't even get to your event at the Mall of America yet, Dana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was...
Well, let's take a break, and when we come back and start the stupid news, you can tell us about that friggin' deal. Yeah, I heard stories. I saw some pictures. You had a big event this past Saturday at the mall.
Heard it went great.
It was fantastic.
WW.
Nice.
We'll check in on that, too, and hit up the stupid news here in a couple of minutes.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of standard heating and air conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hear ya. As we were rapping about earlier, we're fresh back from a week's vacation. Happy to be back. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Half-Assed Morning Show. A lot of text messages coming in asking Josh and asking me about our vacations. Cubby went off to San Diego. I went to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Portland type of a thing. road tripping around this way, that way. So the questions have been asking, like Josh, oh, you were in San Diego. Did you see Ron Burgundy? You didn't run into Ron Burgundy, did you?
No, but there was a lot of Ron Burgundy references.
There were?
Yeah.
You mean like on road
Just
signs?
for people that were on the plane on the way there.
Oh, they're telling the jokes.
That's fun.
I bet the locals are really tired of that.
My wife watched the movie on the way there just to prepare herself.
I love it. That's
How
awesome.
long did it take for a reference to a whale's vagina? Maybe an hour?
Oh, I was getting texts from buddies saying, have you seen a whale's vagina yet?
Did you tell them to let it go?
I just didn't get back to them.
People
I
were
left
asking-
them on red, as the kids say.
Since I was in the Pacific Northwest, people are saying, did you run into Soundgarden, this and that? So some more text messages have come in asking us about our separate trips. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but Josh, while you were in San Diego, did you run into any fentanyl zombies?
Possibly. There's a few folks that look like they could have been on fentanyl.
Fentanyl zombies?
There were some guys there that were promoting their band, very aggressively.
Oh.
They really wanted you to take a CD.
They've got a San Diego-based rock band?
Yeah, well, there's a few guys. There's 3 dudes, and they really looked stoned to beat the band, their own band. And they're like, handing a CD. I'm like, gosh, I'd really love to, but I don't have a CD player. And they're like, no problem. Scan this code, and you can get a digital version. Son of a gun.
How did they sound?
Dang.
Oh, I just pretended I had someplace to be.
Oh, wow.
Which I actually did.
I could picture Josh sitting there listening to the whole record with the band just to be nice.
Well, if they would have
half
had
thought about it.
if they would have had a boombox there and said, "Sit down and listen to this," we're a young, struggling band, you would still be there.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw another guy. He was out there playing his guitar, and he had a really nice setup. Like he had a PA system and everything.
Well, that was James Taylor.
It was not James Taylor.
Oh.
The guy, he still had a price tag on the guitar, so I'm assuming maybe he's going to return it, which he should because he's the worst guitar player I've ever heard. I don't think he had one lesson. He's playing on one string. The looks on people's faces as they walk by, like, this guy wants to show this off? So I don't know if he just got a brand new guitar and wanted to try it out, but it was terrible.
I'm your handyman. Josh, one final question, at least for now, about our vacations. Did you see the Pacific Ocean?
I did see the Pacific Ocean.
Me too. We were looking at it from different angles, weren't we?
We were.
That's romantic.
And before we jump into the stupid news, we got so busy jaw-jacking earlier, we never asked Dana about his big event last Saturday where he hung out at the Mall Plus America with the Double E. You were there for a SummerSlam, a ticket gangbang of some sort, and you had a wonderful time.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm in my group chat with LA Knight and Maxine Dupree right now. We're now best friends. So I was there to kick off the road to SummerSlam at US Bank Stadium. It's going to be 2 nights, August 1st and 2nd. It was a wonderful event. I want to thank the people at the Mall of America and the Minnesota Sports and Entertainment who put it all together. It was a blast. We got there early, met with LA Knight and Maxine Dupree, who are the 2 best-looking humans I will ever see in person in my life. My God, they're good-looking.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed when I watched the video. It's like, whoa.
And both of them are just absolutely fantastic. LA Knight's one of the biggest stars in WWE that they got going on right now. Maxine Dupree's an up-and-comer. And they took us out to Camp Snoopy, and we walked around, and just to surprise people.
Snoopy, huh?
Oh, Nickelodeon Universe. I showed my age there. We walked around, and all people were just kind of like, wait a minute, is that L.A. Knight? What the hell's going on? And we brought him up to the roller coaster, so L.A. Knight was scanning people's tickets as they...
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And my buddy just happened to be there. He was there with his daughters, never watched a day of wrestling in his life, and he was just confused. He's like, who's that guy that just scanned my ticket? I'm like, that's L.A. Knight, man. And Maxine Dupree was trying to kind of get through the line to get to where L.A. Knight was, so she walked past my buddy and his daughter, and my daughter goes, Dad, that woman just budged in line. What the heck? No, just Maxine Dupree.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I was getting texts on it saying you did a great job, and the event was really cool.
It was fun, yeah. And Josh Metellus from the Minnesota Vikings was there as well.
I love that guy.
Oh, he is such a cool, funny guy.
Is he as funny in person?
Absolutely. And just super fun, just down to chat. And
what was he doing there?
He does this thing on social media. We've played audio from it before. It's called Tell Us with Metellus.
Oh, yeah.
Where he goes around and asks, kind of silly questions to his teammates. So he did a little bit of version of that on the stage with them and asked them questions. LA Knight and Maxine Dupree. But yeah, it was a fun event. Met a lot of people. A lot of people there. It was crowded. It was packed. It was pandemonium. You know how wrestling fans get. And overall, it was just very, very fun. Very
That's
cool.
great. Yeah, I'm glad he was. Josh Metellus was as cool in person as he seems on all the videos he makes.
Oh, yeah, and I told him, I'm like, we would love to have you on the show sometime this season. He said, absolutely. He'd love to come.
You got it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice work.
Thank you. It was
Hanging out with the WWE. Was JoJo the Balloon Boy there?
I thought of that, actually. I did not see JoJo the Balloon Boy.
You also look comfortable up there. I wouldn't have the balls to do that. There's no way I could get up on stage in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think it's just because it's subject matter I'm pretty comfortable talking about, Josh. You know, if I was up there interviewing a band who I've only heard their lead single, I think I kind of would have been a different story. But no, it was a good time.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before many times where somebody would interview a band and realize you could tell immediately they've never heard the band.
Right.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. That was one of those. I saw a guy interview and I realized,
No.
I don't think he knows who these guys are.
From Seattle, Washington.
I don't believe so.
I think that's correct.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
Oh, no, maybe they're from San Diego. I think they're from one of the two cities we visited, the Mighty Mighty Boston.
No, they're
Boston,
they a Boston
Massachusetts.
Band?
That's what I meant
I was
to say.
in Boston last year.
Boston.
I was going to say.
I knew it was one of those cities. Yeah. All right, we'll get to the stupid news here in just a minute, but I should maybe explain my abrupt question about JoJo the Balloon Boy, who was a big deal in this town many years ago. Was he not, Josh?
Oh, yeah, nationally. I mean, the guy won all these contests. He made national news, international news. He patented, I believe, his own balloon formations.
If you know JoJo the Balloon Boy, tell him that the Half-Ass Morning Show said hello. We used to run into the guy all the time when he was a kid at different events, ball games, a lot of wrestling events. He was a big wrestling fan. I'm sure he's 50 now. Well, maybe, 40? Well, probably mid-40s now. Unbelievable to say that out loud.
God, I wonder, is he really that old? I was thinking maybe late 30s. He was so young when we first met him.
This young kid would run around town at all the big events and tie up balloon animals, and people couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, that's fun.
And speaking of Dana's appearance at the Mall of America with the WWE, many years ago I did something very similar with Kurt Angle, where Kurt was going to be hanging out at the mall. Before Angle did his gimmick out in the rotunda, I was sitting in a room with him and a few people from the Mall of America and a few listeners who had won the opportunity to meet Kurt Angle. And one of those listeners was JoJo the Balloon Boy. He maybe was 15 years old. Angle walks in the room, and he has a look on his face like he is absolutely exhausted and has zero interest in anything that has been planned for him this day. He was just tired, and you could see it all over him. And he walks in, and everyone kind of goes, "Hey, Kurt Angle." And he barely acknowledges us. He wants nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. And the first person to speak up is this 15-year-old kid. And he says, "Hey, Kurt, I'm JoJo the Balloon Boy." And Angle reacts exactly like this. JoJo the Balloon Boy, huh?
When he's thinking about his life, maybe joining WWE someday, thinking of glitz and glamour and flying first class, staying in the penthouse suite.
Right.
No, he's hungover at 7 in the morning talking to JoJo the Balloon Boy.
I just got off an airplane ride from London, and the first sumbitch to speak up is a kid named JoJo. This is all I need right now.
JoJo,
that was just a magical moment.
JoJo, I suppose the Balloon Man now, he won a car before he was even old enough to drive.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like this could be a joke, but someone has texted in to say, "This is it's me, JoJo. I just happen to be listening right now. I'm 40 years old." If that's really you, I figured you were in the neighborhood there somewhere. If that's really you, JoJo, hello.
It's him.
How do you know it's him?
I'm looking back at texts he sent before. That's JoJo.
I hope you don't mind the Kurt Angle story. I love it. And he had made, since Angle had just won King of the Ring, JoJo had made a crown of balloons.
That's awesome.
And I think he even talked Kurt into pulling it over his head.
Nice. I was there that day, not for the 93X, but in line to meet Kurt Angle. I was one of the first people in line. I should have been in line to meet JoJo the Balloon Boys, who I should have been there to meet.
Dude, he was...
Missed opportunity.
He was really big.
All right. Thank you for listening, JoJo.
Yeah, glad to know you're out there.
You're friggin' 40? That aggravates me a little bit. Okay, Stupid News Report. This is a great and also a terrible way to begin our first Stupid News Report in a week. Our first fresh edition in a week. I'm sure some reruns were thrown into the mix while we were out of town. But this is a hell of a way to start because I think this will really make your friggin' skin crawl. And that's more or less what we're going for, day in, day out around here. So here goes. A dude from out there in England or Wales or someplace dumb like that. He's been arrested again for something awful disturbing. He's been arrested now three times for this. It says here the feller has a, quote, grotesque fixation. And they're referring to his habit of rummaging through trash cans looking for diapers.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's grotesque.
And if he finds them, he smashes them into his face or he licks them dry or God knows what. The guy's dangerously insane.
I thought you were going to say he was doing that thing where he's trying to beat a drug test by wringing out diapers.
That'd be more normal.
Yeah.
Maybe not, gross, but grotesque, I don't know.
That's kid stuff.
Maybe I shouldn't use the word normal, but understandable.
Yeah. Right. If it's that or jail.
He's been arrested before, and now he's been arrested again for licking dirty diapers. He gives them a little, he gives a little licky
I hate
lick.
when you do that.
And he huffs it. That kind of a thing. With dirty diapers.
That's not right.
He goes by the name of Abby. He's made it up to 47 years old now. Can anyone come up with a fitting last name for Abby? Anyone?
Normal. Not normal.
Abby Normal.
Yeah.
What movie? Young Frankenstein. What year? 1974. So it sounds like Abby Normal has been effing around in town stealing dirty diapers out the trash for years.
Gross.
He's not picky. He'll huff a pee-soaked baby diaper with the same enthusiasm as a poopy adult diaper.
In a way that makes it better.
Yeah, I
that
guess.
He's not focused on babies.
Yeah.
He'll give him a good lick down.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's not like about the person doing it. It's just the whole diaper thing.
Trying to find
that
the
does make
silver
it a
lining.
little bit better. Yeah, you're right.
This guy's a train wreck. He's been charged somewheres in the neighborhood of 99 times for this and that. Most of it is related to doo-doo pies. I'm going to hold off on telling you some of what I learned about Abby Normal. I've deleted some of the information because it's just too much. But I can tell you this. He's been thrown smooth into an English prison for as long as 2 years, but he still comes out of there with an insatiable appetite for urine and feces served up in a game-used diaper. Nothing can steer him away from his lust for dirty. People in the neighborhood have spotted Abby ass up in their trash cans with his feet kicking out the top like a duck in a pond. He's just dives straight into the trash can with his little tennis shoes kicking around. Sometimes he runs around in the nudes. Sometimes he finds a dirty diaper and he quickly puts it on and he wears that around. He wants to feel his gear smashing up against the pee and the poo, Josh.
Pretty nasty. Especially when you can so easily make your own. I mean, somebody else's. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just push a little bit and you can make your own.
Yeah, I mean, it might be like a mental barrier you have to get through. You know, you kind of grow. You're taught not to pee and poop your pants, but you can probably get past that.
He's tired of his own. He's been eating and drinking that, I bet, since he was a little kid.
Yeah, he's bored with his own brand. He wants to venture out.
Maybe that's how it started.
Oh, you absolutely... What? Of course he's sampled his own. Yeah, he's going to smash his face into everybody else's. He knows his own from across town. He can recognize it from blocks away, his own.
I got pee on my face once, my own, and
How the hell did you get pee on your face?
A splashback.
Oh.
And I thought I got to drown
splashback.
myself. I'll flush first, and then I have to drown myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
got on my lip.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then the worst part is you kind of liked it.
Nope, didn't like it.
Yeah,
That'd be better.
A little bit.
I imagine maybe you were whizzing up against a brick wall, but it was a toilet?
It was a toilet, just got me.
Wow,
I've
powerful.
got I have a powerful stream. It's my narrow urethra.
Dude, it sounds like a fire hose. You can hear it from down the hallway.
That's right. I get comments on it at home.
Abby Normal. This guy, the diaper huffer, he has or had a Facebook page where he apparently described himself as an adult baby diaper lover. And he's single, according to Facebook. Nothing complicated, right? Isn't that one of the choices you can say?
Yeah.
It's complicated.
There's nothing complicated going on. He's not in a relationship. He's single, and he describes himself as an adult baby diaper lover. I'm not sure where life is going to take Abby from here. He's on a journey just like the rest of us. He'll take her one disgusting piss and poo-soaked day at a time. Do you remember the name of the brain that you brought me? Abby someone. Abby Normal. All right, what else is going on around here? Back to our vacations now. Josh went off to San Diego. My wife and I visited Oregon and Washington up there in the Pacific Northwest. No matter where you go, there are different types of silly, touristy type activities you might sign up for. What did you do over there in San Diego, Josh, that might be considered touristy?
Well, everything that we did was touristy, pretty much. Like the USS Midway Museum, SeaWorld, San Diego Zoo, Coronado. Would you call going to a baseball game touristy? Maybe that's not
somewhere in the middle.
I suppose if you're visiting another city, that might be considered touristy. Went to a Padres game.
Some of that stuff can be fun, touristy crap. Some of it's really lame and you'll regret it. But I'll tell you this. If I ever find myself on vacation in Egypt, and I can't imagine why I'd be there unless I was abducted.
Pyramids. Wouldn't you want to see the pyramids?
Jay Cutler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That does nothing for you.
I'm going to dump a Jay Cutler on the pyramids.
I think the pyramids would be kind of like Mount Rushmore. Here we go. Yeah, looks like it does in the pictures.
Boy, I don't know.
Nah, that's way different. The pyramids are one of the 7 wonders of the world.
The 8th wonder of the world is who, Dana?
China.
Oh, I thought they first gave that label to Andre the Giant.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
she was the 9th.
China was the 9th.
There we go.
Right. Pyramids, I'm going to dump a Jay Cutler on that. Mount Rushmore? Yeah, we all had the same experience, didn't we?
I haven't seen
liked it. I thought it was really cool.
I bet it's going to be nuts for the 250th this year.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see Mount Rushmore. I kind of like was skipping, Mount Rushmore. And then you go, Mount Rushmore.
That's kind of what we had this experience, me and my ex had. We got there and we're like, well, yeah, there it is. And then You can have those walking trails you can go on and stuff like underneath it. And she's like, should we go on the walking trails? I'm like, I guess. I mean, we came all this way. But the highlight of Mount Rushmore for me was getting an ice cream cone at the gift shop.
Yeah, they have really good ice cream cones there.
It's really that dumb?
No, I thought it was cool, Josh. I really liked it.
I wouldn't call it dumb. I would call it just underwhelming.
There you go.
Underwhelming.
What about just plain whelming? Was it at least whelming? We were saying it was underwhelming even.
Underwhelming.
Underwhelming.
I don't know. Maybe I saw it on television too many times. We walked up, we looked at it, I was ready to go in 10 seconds. Anyway.
Josh, you would like it. You'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I would, but now you guys made me nervous.
If I'm ever in Egypt, and it's not going to happen, but you're not going to catch me sitting on the sidewalk with the local snake charmer playing patty cake with a damn cobra. Not a chance in hell. Here's the deal. An out-of-towner who was having a good time on vacation in Egypt, some bitch was killed dead after getting bit by a damned poisonous cobra, which was part of some goofy roadside tourist attraction. F me running. Dude was 57 years old, but it's all over now. He had a few members of his family with him, all right? And they were humoring some crackpot snake charmer jag-off out front the hotel or something like that. Local snake dork with a cobra. And he let the cobra slither up this poor bastard's pant leg. And everyone was giggling and this and that until the snake bit the dude up kind of between his nuts and his left ass cheek.
Oh, that's a bad spot.
And then the guy struggled to breathe for a while, and then he walked smooth into the light. He's dead. What the hell?
Yeah, I'd probably stay away from that situation.
What do you... Don't...
You wouldn't watch that?
No.
Hell no.
I wouldn't want to be near a snake. I love snakes. I think they're really cool, but I wouldn't want to be near a snake in Egypt. I don't know what's going on.
And
especially cobras. Those look sweet.
And his family members got to watch this process, too, because he has wife and kids with him. Snake charmer. And then snap, and his family gets to watch him struggle and die on the sidewalk. That's just wonderful.
You know, Santino Marella, his cobra... Did they remove the venom from it? Because he got stung by that himself, and nobody ever passed away from it.
Man, Santino.
Did you ever learn the process, Josh, of how to load up your own cobra? Boom, and it's ready to go.
Flip it around like
that. Right into the heat. Usually gets you right in the jugular vein. It cuts off your wind.
People have been talking about Santino on the internet lately because coming up at Backlash, WWE Backlash on Saturday, Danhausen needs a tag team partner. And that's one of the names people have been floating out there. How funny would that be if Danhausen and Santino Marella teamed up?
Oh, that'd be great. I don't know much about Danhausen other than what you and Texters have told me.
Yeah.
But I miss Santino.
Oh,
he was so funny.
He was so funny.
That Cobra bit was so good.
So good.
He was one of my all-time favorites. Josh, people are texting in about Mount Rushmore. Dana and I found it to be underwhelming. You're wondering, is it really that? People have been texting in, and you know what they're saying about it?
What?
Meh.
Oh, even meh?
Yeah.
I had a T-shirt that said meh.
Why?
You get that from your daughter?
Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact.
Oh, God.
I pitted it out.
I'm glad
that happens to me in T-shirts.
I'm glad you never wore that around me.
It just gets thick with deodorant after a while. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, so back to this guy. He got killed by a snake on the sidewalk. Tourist trap set up in Egypt. Hey, I'm the neighborhood snake charmer. Look what I can do with these snakes. And then the guy gets bit and he dies. Be careful. For the love of Pete, I know when most of us go on a vacation, hell, we let loose, we get full of beer, you let your guard down because you're having a good time, you're away from work and the life back home that you hate. But be careful.
Hey, here's some good news from Fat Moose Jesus. He saw Mount Rushmore and he was whelmed. I at least want to be whelmed. I think it'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I would do that.
Doesn't it seem like something, as an American, you should go see at one point in your life?
Yeah, probably.
I think I would have appreciated it more if I had only had to drive like a half hour to get there.
It's a hike, isn't it?
Once you put in like the 9, 10, whatever it is, and it's the dullest drive you've ever been on, and then I think that kind of adds to some of the disappointment. Is you're thinking, if I'm going to drive that far, I better see something that's going to blow my brains out.
So how close is that to the Black Hills? Do you guys know?
I don't remember.
It's somewhere.
Pretty
I'd like
close,
to do
yeah,
that as
because
well.
like when I went there, that was a part of the trip, was the Black Hills.
It's somewheres over there. Black Hills, Josh?
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
Meh.
Really?
You know, I used to have a T-shirt that said meh.
So did I.
Yeah. All right, this story here on the Cobra sidewalk death goes into greater detail on episodes where folks went off on vacation and never made it home. Shark attacks, this, falling off a cliff, that. Did you know that one of those, you guys ever wanted to take a ride on one of those underwater tourist submarines?
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
Oh, that'd be sick.
It would be sick.
Just like these folks who were in the underwater tourist submarine and the damn thing gave way and everybody sank like a rock to the bottom of the sea.
That one was terrible. Yes. That's a
Maybe not.
terribly tragic story.
You gotta be careful. Oh, one of my friends, Stacy Stace, just texted. She's got an attitude this morning. She texted exactly this. Mount Rushmore is in the Black Hills, LOL.
Sorry.
Listen, Stacy, I don't need your friggin' mouth right now. A guy just died from a snake bite in Egypt in front of his family.
Go ahead, make fun of that submarine thing. Why don't you stay? Is that what she's doing? Is she making fun of the submarine thing too? Or we just can read between the lines?
Submarine people, have a little respect. Mount Rushmore is like in the Black Hills. LOL.
Darn, sorry.
Meh.
Bookending it with the and the LOL is just perfect.
That's enough of that.
I mean, so then she could have just said, yes, it's near the Black Hills. It's actually in the Black Hills.
She's texted again.
Oh, what does she say now?
She's got more cold-blooded comments. She says, hey, don't be playing around with snakes then if you don't want to get killed on the sidewalk.
Oh, dang.
What did they say about playing stupid games, Ashley?
Win stupid prizes.
Stacy knows how to play with a snake, I'll tell you that. She lives in Delano.
Oh, she knows, yeah.
That's all they do out there.
Yeah.
All right, what do I got time for? Jesus balls.
What?
Oh, well, it's getting late already.
Well, Stacy took up all that time ripping on us.
I want to know if okay, yeah, we can do this one. This is just ridiculous, disgusting, completely insane. There's got to be a better way. We've heard one or two of these before. I think we're in India here where a lot of really backwards-ass things happen. This is one of those deals where someone's trying to prove to their bank that somebody close to them is dead, right?
Yeah.
The living person is looking for access to the dead person's money, so they walk into the bank and they ask for the monies. They say, he or she is dead. I'm their brother or their son or whatever. I'd like the money, please. And the bank needs proof of death before they hand over any monies. The bank says, we need proof. So the living person doesn't know what the hell they're doing. They get desperate. They get frustrated that the bank won't give them the dead person's money. So they go way too effing far and they dig up the dead person's bones and bring them to the bank to prove that the poor bastard is dead. Come on. I don't care who you are. That's not an acceptable way to do business. Get a friggin' grip, please. That's repulsive and straight up wrong. New guy's in the corner puking his gut. A dude upped and dug up his sister's corpse and carried it to the local bank so he could withdraw $211 from her account.
The video was really disturbing.
It's horrible.
This guy carrying his sister, and
I'm
also
glad I haven't watched it.
He kind of draws attention just the way he looks and how he's dressed, which is half dressed already, and then he's got this corpse over his
It's
shoulder.
horrible. The dude's looking for that dead sister beer money. He goes by the name of G2.
That's a name.
It is
and
kind
he's
of a cool name.
50 years old. So, word is G2 lives out in the bush. He doesn't understand word one from the civilized world. He's more or less been living in a tree his whole life. He doesn't get it. And like Josh was saying, his appearance, he looks worse than his sister's corpse.
He does.
If you watch the video, in broad daylight, G2 comes walking into town with his dead sister's skeleton draped over his shoulder. There are still some pieces of her rotted flesh hanging off the bone. No, dude. I don't care if you're living in the woods. You don't do that. He caught a break. I guess the local cops felt so bad for G2 and that $211. They helped him yank that hooker money from the bank, and they even helped him rebury his smelly dead sister's skeleton. You don't do that.
No.
That's
It's messed
awfully
up.
disrespectful.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All the way across, broken up. McKinnon got it! Make it 9 for Colorado!
There's your latest empty net goal highlight here on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
That was a good one.
Not a goalie within 100 feet.
Yeah, I think the goalies had gotten home already.
Boy, that game one of the Pigs Avalanche series, was that a full-on blow-bang or what?
Thank goodness.
Oh, wow. That was...
I got whiplash.
Yeah, my God.
F me running. They got to do it again tonight. Game 2, Pigs Lanch in Denver tonight. Blink and you'll miss something. If, in fact, Game 2 will mirror Game 1 at all. Maybe it'll be a completely different scene. But the quickness both of these clubs possess, made it a track meet on whenever the hell Game 1 was.
Sunday night.
Sunday? That was spectacular to watch, of course. The local club here ended up on the wrong end of things, but I'll be damned. Tonight, game time is at 7 o'clock. So you got head coach Gene Snitsky saying we're sticking with Jesper Volstedt. But we've heard that kind of thing before. When you have a couple of goalies who are very capable, you never friggin' know. But that was a gangbang in game 1.
So he's got the nickname the Wall of St. Paul, which I think we all agree we don't really like all that much.
No,
I actually like that.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I saw somebody on social media, I wish I could give him the credit.
Uh-oh.
He said, Wall of St. Paul, more like vagina of Edina.
Oh, my.
Wow.
I don't even know if I fully understand.
I don't
that.
either. I just thought
What's
it
his
came out
connection
funny.
to Edina?
I don't know.
He's never been to Edina. I don't know if can we handle a couple more weeks of being Eiffel Towered by the Pigs and the Wolves here?
If you don't mind losing a lot of sleep, I guess.
Some of us won't make it. The Timberwolves, though, they got it done last night in Game 1 against San Antonio. I'm telling you, San Antonio doesn't scare me. They don't. Ant comes out of nowheres, played limited minutes. They were tough last night. The Wolves were friggin' tough. Yeah, they almost pissed it away. They can win this series.
Wimbayami?
So goofy looking.
The guy had a pile of block shots, but Wembanyama didn't do dick last night offensively. Really. Limited. Doesn't scare me. So the Wolves will pause, and they'll start up Game 2 of that series tomorrow night. Hopefully we get to see Ayo Dosunmu back in the mix. He was on the bench. Of course, DiVincenzo's nowhere to be. He's done. Twins Nationals tonight in Washington, D.C. Randy Shaver will be joining us around 7:30. I think C Willi Myles might be wandering our way, too. Josh's News coming up.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 when you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
You could pop up in WWE tomorrow. Would Saraya be there or would Paige be there?
Paige, 100%.
So when you're setting up Logan Paul to frog splash you through the announce table, it's going through your mind.
This should make every headline in the world.
It makes sense, right? And jelly roll.
We knew we had that kind of a moment.
Mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
You're listening to the radio. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What a hero he is, and we need more people like him to step up and come forward. Without him, I don't know what might have happened.
Police in Pennsylvania are praising a Minnesota teenager they believe stopped a school shooting before it could happen.
Oh, boy.
The teen had been playing video games online with a 15-year-old Bell Vernon high school student who, when she began laying out her plan.
He was concerned because he was playing video games. He was on the platform called Discord. She had made several threatening comments that he took very seriously.
School resource officer Colleen Naylor there said after the girl made the comments, the Minnesota teen searched the location of the high school and contacted police. Naylor said investigators reviewed the conversation between the Minnesota teen and the student, where the girl indicated she wanted to shoot up her school, just like Columbine.
She had indicated that she wanted to shoot up our school, Columbine style. We had received all of her phone records, and I had combed through it. I had found so many more remarks that she was making. She was referencing several other school shooters, and she was kind of idolizing them. It was a real danger.
Officers executed a search warrant at the home where Officer Naylor said they found several concerning items, including a replica 9mm handgun, which led Naylor to decide to making the arrest. Police believe the student planned to carry out the attack May 1st and had been trying to recruit others to help. She said the Minnesota teen's quick thinking and decisive actions thwarted that attack.
Well, that's disturbing as all hell.
No kidding. Glad that kid was smart enough to make a difference there.
A replica handgun like what Will Ferrell had to use in The Other Guys?
Pretty much.
That sumbitch didn't do him any good, did it?
No. A Florida man was arrested last week for threatening beachgoers with a drill and leaving more than just his temper exposed, namely his penis.
He was chasing folks around with a drill?
He was. The bizarre situation erupted Wednesday when Yakov Levi wedged his way into a private Surfside condo beachfront property. The 50-year-old asked to sit on a beach chair, but was turned down because he didn't live there. And that didn't sit well with Levi or his exposed penis. He became irate and tried to swing a beach umbrella at another person before grabbing a drill and charging at the man while raging, "I'm going to kill you," with both tools swinging in front of him, the fleshier one being the worst of the two.
Oh, my God.
As officers attempted to arrest him, Levi rolled on the ground and kicked one of them in the legs. He also used the drill with a large sand digging bit attached to it to drive a hole into a beach chair right in front of the cops, causing about $500 in damage.
Put your hands up. Get on the ground. Taser out. Art, you have the drill, right? You guys got him in cuffs?
It's not Levi's first beachfront arrest. Levi, who should not share a name with a brand synonymous with pants, was busted in 2023 for trying to steal a jet ski, also while naked.
He ought to take a break.
Yeah, maybe stop with the Mai Tais or whatever he's drinking on the beach there.
You think it might be the alcohol?
Could be. He looked a little drunk.
Was he?
In a similar vein, but from a different toolbox, an Idaho man, furious someone was handing out marijuana at an in-home care facility, drove a screwdriver into that man's head in a twist no one saw coming. Police arrived at the scene and found a man outside the facility being treated for a significant head wound, bleeding profusely. After he was read his rights, 22-year-old Mark Hayden, England, said the victim was a resident of the facility and was distributing pot to another person. Witnesses say the victim was speaking with another facility resident about medical marijuana cards. England heard that, grabbed a screwdriver and a metal pot, and then, still fuming about the marijuana kind of pot, swung the cooking kind of pot, striking the victim.
That's all it took. He doesn't like any of that marijuana talk?
I guess not. I don't know if maybe the guy's, pardon the pun, but butting into his business. Like maybe he's the pot guy or he just hates pot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then when a caretaker tried to intervene, England struck the worker too, knocking a screw or two loose by rendering them unconscious. England then tossed the original victim outside the residence where he screwed him silly, repeatedly stabbing him with the screwdriver. England is scheduled to appear in court today.
How's that guy doing? We took the screwdriver to the skull.
It's going to be all right.
Yeah.
But it left a...
Is he pissed?
They didn't say. I mean, maybe it made it to the part of his brain where he doesn't get angry. But yeah,
that'd be brutal.
He was bleeding pretty bad. A Wisconsin man who apparently prides himself on traffic rules is accused of upgrading a road rage encounter into a violent stabbing, confronting another driver over a missed turn signal, then plunging a folding knife into his chest after the two pulled over to fight. The victim told police he was driving in Racine with his girlfriend when another driver suddenly pulled up and began berating him over his driving. "Use your effing turn signal," 28-year-old Chad Norton allegedly screamed at the other driver.
Chad.
"I'm going to beat your ass," he shouted.
What?
Sorry for the language. And then they drove side by side.
What the?
The confrontation got uglier fast. The victim, who obviously has a temper of his own, told Norton to pull over and ordered him to, quote, hop out before the two started fighting. The clash lasted only seconds, about 6-7 in total, with both men exchanging punches. But Norton, not afraid to make a fight unfair, allegedly pulled a knife and slashed the other motorist.
Yeah, that's not cool. You didn't say nothing about having a knife.
The victim said he never saw the knife and didn't even realize he'd been stabbed until the fight was over and he went back to his car. Norton admitted he did have a folding knife, but in a sudden bout with amnesia, claimed he didn't even remember using it.
No, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking ancient history at this point.
You got to let me know you got a knife. Then I'll just keep driving.
Yeah, tell me it's a knife fight first.
Right.
Also in Wisconsin, dinner drama took a dark detour when a menu change turned into a medical emergency. 22-year-old Michaela Cloth told her boyfriend she wanted to go out to dinner. Instead, however, he showed up at the apartment with chicken drumsticks and seasoning, planning to cook for her at home. But she wanted to go out to dinner, and she already told him.
I told you that already.
The change of plans turned into an argument, with Cloth saying he began, quote, pushing her buttons. The disagreement escalated over their dinner plans. When the boyfriend grabbed a knife by its blade, Cloth pushed that knife into the man's chest. Cloth told police she should have just gone to the bar, and the whole thing was irritating. And understanding stabbings don't usually win over a family, she added perhaps the most accurate thing she said that night, saying if his parents, quote, didn't hate her before, they're going to hate me now. Cloth then
She said that while she was stabbing a dude?
After she stabbed the dude. Cloth then told police if they had to lock her up, that was, quote, cool. Well, they were cool with that, and that's exactly what police did.
Please never let that monster walk the streets ever again.
She admits, saying, I stabbed him. If you have to take me to jail, okay. She didn't hesitate with the discussion with the officers.
Investigators later spoke to the landlord as well as a woman who lived in the apartment building. Both said they'd spoken to the boyfriend a week earlier. The woman said the man genuinely seemed afraid of her. The woman apparently had bitten his thumb recently. The boyfriend told the woman, please take my full name in case something ever happens to me. Cloth is scheduled to appear in court again on the 29th.
This guy knows how to pick them.
Yeah.
She must be really hot.
Cubby?
No comment.
Oh, my.
Well, that's not one way or
no.
another. She did some terrible stuff. I wouldn't comment no matter what.
Oh, no.
Curing cancer would be incredible news if it weren't coming from a man swinging an axe at a church door. And when the same guy breaking in claims he's God, it is right not to give him thanks and praise.
I know it's hard for you guys to grasp. Finding out when I was
50 years old, that I was God.
They did have trouble grasping that.
What? He grabbed a microphone?
Yeah, he had a microphone up front. Well, you know, actually, I can't remember now. This was like a week ago. I don't know if it was just the reverb in the church or the microphone. I'll say reverb.
A lot of people walk into church and claim they're running things.
Yeah, well, this guy in particular.
Yeah.
And yet another story out of Wisconsin. Body camera footage shows an axe-wielding man forcing his way into the church there, calmly telling officers he's God. And by the way, he's got cancer all figured out.
I have the cure for cancer.
Okay. 50-year-old Aaron Ferris hacked through a locked door with an axe to get inside the church. Officers with the Marquette University Police Department arrived to find Ferris alone, seated and facing the pews. They ordered him to set down his weapons, an axe and a knife. Ferris said he needed to tell his story, though, claiming he's the creator, the sustainer, and had recently realized he's God, which would be pretty disappointing for the rest of us if true.
I am the most intelligent, fairest human being on this planet right now, okay? Do you understand what that means? I am the creator, the sustainer, and the destroyer.
Okay, dude.
All right. Cool.
This is friggin' frightening.
The claims didn't stop there. He insisted he was bulletproof. He even warned the cops that shooting him would be more dangerous for the officers than for him.
We'll tell you right now that that bullet will leave that barrel and turn right back around and go right between your eyes.
Oof, dangerous. Cops let him talk for about 30 more minutes.
Jesus.
But there was no saving Ferris. Ferris ended up in handcuffs and was taken to jail for a couple days off.
My son being held hostage in her basement. This woman is the princess of hell.
Oh, yeah, his son is being held captive by the princess of hell.
Please tell me they're going to hang on to this guy for more than a couple days.
Let's hope so.
Holy balls.
The church doors took the brunt of the encounter. Damage is estimated at about $50,000 for doors.
What? What am I... Where were they?
That's a lot of collection plates running around. 50 grand.
I've never even heard of 50 grand
Me
before.
neither. I had to look it up. It's real. Any responsible blowtorch owner knows guys like this next dude is why people start talking about stricter torch control.
I almost got mine running yesterday, Cubby, but I figured she was a little too windy.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Have you started up your blowtorch yet? What is wrong with you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer.
Because I know, I could tell by the look on your face.
Give me a chance to answer.
Have you started up your personal at-home blowtorch yet?
An Arkansas
you
man,
son of a bitch,
burned his coworker with a blowtorch over a $100 debt. I've heard of $100.
Yeah.
37-year-old Joshua Campbell said the victim were working at
your career earnings around here.
No kidding. 30 years worth of blood, sweat, and naps. They were working at Metal Man Recycling when at some point Campbell souped up a blowtorch used to cut metal and aimed it at the victim's back, leaving the victim crispy with second and third degree burns requiring surgery and skin grafts. Poor guy.
I can feel that as you explain it to me.
I know, ouch. The victim dropped to the ground trying to put out the flames, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but sometimes life is cruel. He ended up breaking his ribs from the fall.
Ooh.
When detectives interviewed the victim, he said he overheard Campbell and a coworker talking about wanting to attack him. Another person recorded the conversation. Campbell admitted he burned the victim on purpose. In the recording, he said the victim owed another coworker's father $100 for a moped.
$100.
$100. Turns out Campbell does have a heart, if just a small one. He also expressed regret, saying he felt bad for it, adding, "He don't deserve karma like that. I know that ass hurt."
A moped.
Yeah, he's got to pay him for that moped.
Jesus criminy.
He was furious. Henry Hubba Hubba Cavill is 43 today. Black Sabbath drummer Bill Ward, 78.
How the hell is he still?
I don't know. I guess he stays in shape from drumming? I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Happy birthday to District 622 Janitor Jesus from your brother, Bullet Club Jesus. Happy 32nd birthday to Mitch from your wife, who said, quote, "Thanks for doing me last night."
Oh, good for them.
Happy birthday to elementary music teacher Jesus, and happy 10th to Emma from Minnesota Bearded Brewer Jesus, and that's 93X News.
Oh, he's the bearded brewer.
Yeah, maybe he needs. Well, he said Minnesota bearded. Yeah, it doesn't even know.
Now we know who we're dealing with. He's the brewer who wears some sort of facial hair.
Yeah, we need more specifics.
Right.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Penny stepped the side of the rim. Cannot get it to go. And Minnesota comes in on the road and steals game one.
I mean, everybody in the arena is against us. Yeah, I think that's the best thing about it. Like, you start on the road, everybody got on pink, blue, and whatever other color shirts there is, chanting "Go Spurs, go," and doing all that. And, I'm with Minnesota. Like, I got Minnesota back at all times.
Randy Shaver is here. C Willi Myles is in studio, too. We're going to have some friggin' fun now. The damn Timberwolves, they got it done.
Timberwolves.
Oh, they're at the ass end. They damn near gave it away.
Brad.
But what? What?
Brad.
Is Brad here, too?
That says brah.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you heard that at the games?
No.
Yeah. They play that at the games sometimes.
At Timberwolves games?
At various basketball games.
It says bruh.
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 Bruh. Like I said, Wolves got it done. Won game one of their best-of-7 Western Conference semifinal series with the San Antonio Spurs. They won game one in Texas by 2 points, 104-102.
Because they don't play no D. None of them.
Who doesn't play defense?
Spurs. None of them.
Oh, you're doing a Jaden McDaniels.
I don't think he'll be doing that in this series.
He might have to pop off at one point or another. Maybe,
it worked.
Maybe it won't be about defense, but he might have to pop off.
Hey, it worked. They beat the Nuggets, and he was right. They didn't play any D.
Yeah, he was right.
The Wolves showed some serious balls last night.
Yeah.
Damn near gave it away, but Dinkus's three-point shot hit the front of the rim. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more out of a game one on the road.
Well, with Anthony Edwards, probably 75% coming off the bench. I thought Mike Conley played a great game last night. I thought Mike Conley was really the story of the game for the Timberwolves last night.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
Naz Reid played a great game off the bench last night. They just got some big moments from those two guys, which counteracted Wembanyama, who was just phenomenal defensively last night. Couldn't really shoot well.
He sucked on offense.
Yeah, he did not shoot the ball well, and that's probably not going to be the case in this series. So the Wolves caught a break with him last night offensively, but those two guys, Mike Conley, what a crazy season this has been for him. With the team, not with the team, back with the team. He's kind of bounced around all over the place, but he's such a pro and made some big shots last night that really helped them win this game. So
Mike Jr. was terrific. Yeah, Wembanyama, he set an NBA playoff record in last night's game by coming up with 35 block shots or whatever.
He had a Wilt Chamberlain-like game.
Most of it was just Wolves being stupid. Come on.
Well, they're going to learn, Nick, that
they should have known ahead of time.
They should have, but they challenged.
There's tape.
Yeah, they're going to know better now to try to challenge and go inside. That first minute of the game with the blocks on all each end,
right,
was phenomenal. It's a great way to start the series and kind of set the tone of what this is going to look like. So,
maybe it was a plan. If you get him to play both ends of the court, and he gets tired, and then his shooting goes.
Let's wear him out.
Yeah.
You're going to keep him up past his bedtime anyway.
Yeah.
He's a young man, though. See, Willie, he's a young man, man. I think he's going to be just fine.
I had a few text messages come in saying, Wemby had 6 blocks, and what did he have, a total of 11 blocks? Was that the
12,
number?
12? Yeah, 12.
Okay, a lot of people texted in and said those were 5
Triple-double with 12 blocks, yeah.
5 blocks and 7 goaltendings. A couple of them were questionable.
Yeah.
A couple of them were questionable. But he didn't do Dick Tracy on offense.
Right.
I'm not afraid of the Spurs as a Timberwolves fan. I'm not. I mean, they've got a very talented team, and we all know what Wembanyama can do. But I really like the Wolves' chances in this series.
I think everybody worried, or maybe the concern was their athleticism, and you certainly see that they match up with the Timberwolves' athleticism pretty good. I think last night's just kind of get a feel for what this is going to be like. I think this thing's going to probably go 6 or 7 games. Who knows how it's going to turn out? But at least last night, Wolves played really well, and if Edwards can just continue to get healthy enough to get that up to the 35-minute range, play another 10 minutes, that will help the Wolves quite a bit too. I thought he was really effective last night, even though he only played 25 minutes. So.
18 points, 11 in the fourth quarter. Julius Randle made some huge shots in the ballgame. He had 21 and 10. The Wolves were miserable at the free throw line. That was sending my blood pressure through the friggin' roof. What'd they shoot, 50% maybe?
57.
Yeah, it was pretty trash.
But they only turned the ball over 10 times last night. They took care of the basketball for the most part in this game. I just think it's going to be a well-played series. I think it's not going to be what the Nuggets series was, where it's kind of all over the place. I think this one's going to be a little bit more tighter. Close. So it was a fun game last night.
Game 2 will be tomorrow night. It was fun to watch. The Wolves played great defense, very aggressive defense. Ayo Dosunmu still out with an injury. I don't know his situation from here. But I'm not afraid of the Spurs. Not at all. I wasn't even going into the series because I don't recall, I don't have any numbers in front of me, but I don't recall the Spurs ever really thumping the Wolves, even with Wembanyama. Can you, I mean, don't bother. You don't need to look at it. I see Dana looking at his computer. I just like the way we match up with this ball club.
Yeah.
Wembanyama, we'll see.
Wembanyama?
He didn't show me jack squat offensively last night. Didn't show me anything last night. Now, this is funny. Now, people are going to break your balls, Randy Shaver. Going back to
I know. Terrence Shannon, 35 minutes, 16 points.
He was great.
He was phenomenal. He's playing great right now. It's not my fault he wasn't in the rotation to start the playoffs.
Going back to Game 1 of the Nuggets series, where the Wolves were blown out in that ball game, and people texted in and said, why isn't Terrence Shannon Jr. getting any minutes at all? And Randy kind of went on a rant saying, hey, if you're worried about Terrence Shannon Jr.,
right,
you need to clear the cobwebs, pull your head out of your ass. We shouldn't be worried about Terrence Shannon Jr. So someone texted in this morning and said, hey, tell Randy I'm sorry I was such a dumbass after Game 1 of the Nuggets series asking about Terrence Shannon Jr. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Kid's a baller.
Yeah.
He's been very effective.
He has been.
0 turnovers, according to one of our listeners. Terrence Shannon Jr. is responsible for 0 turnovers in the last 2 games. He's been wonderful. Finchie even admitted that he didn't really know what he was doing with Shannon there for a little while, but
let him cook.
Let him go.
Let him cook, baby.
Yeah, just let him play.
Oh, man. All right. I'm not sure if there's anything else we missed from the Timberwolves game. But
no, the great thing about this series, too, Nick, is that they play every other day. So we're not going to have to sit here and wait for extra time between games. They get today to rest up. They're back at it tomorrow. This series should go pretty quick. So.
Oh, sure. Otherwise, in the National Basketball Association playoffs, the New York Knicks quite thoroughly handled the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 1 of their semifinal series.
That was a good game.
39-point differential. You call that a good game, C. Willi Myles?
For the Knicks.
You like the Knicks?
For the Knicks, baby.
For the Knicks, it was a great game.
That's right.
Tonight, Cleveland, Detroit. Detroit came back from down 3-1 to Orlando. and they've advanced to now play the Cavaliers. Puke Fest Part 1 tonight, Lakers Thunder.
Oh, man.
Try watching that without splashing your dinner all over yourself.
That sounds awful.
God.
That one will be done in 4.
Word is Baby Nuts is not even close to returning yet for the Los Angeles Lakers.
That's why it'll be done in 4.
Wow. Now, you realize if this goes 6 or 7, they're going to break your balls all over again, Randy Shea.
I know. That's okay. You know?
You're a big boy now.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that has all the predictions. Oh, the Vikings are going to the playoffs. So, you say that in September. And
I'm the predictions guy?
Then all of a sudden, everybody forgets that you said that. So
nobody comes after Nick.
Well, I was right, wasn't I?
C Willi, nobody comes after Nick, right?
It was Shaver.
Was I right or was I wrong? Did the Vikings go to the playoffs?
Last year? No.
No. Oh, then I was wrong.
Yeah.
Even you thought you were right.
I thought I was right.
Exactly.
I'd forgotten all about
even when he's wrong, he thinks he's right.
It's like Donnie Brasco.
It's like a marriage.
Even when a wise guy, even when he's wrong, he's right. Donnie.
That's right.
I die for you, Donnie. I'm responsible. I got cancer with a prick. Anyway, back to the Celtics 76ers series, which just started.
Well, Celtics are done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Back to the Celtics. Who did they lose to?
They lost to the Sixers.
Sixers.
Knicks
in 7 games.
7-6.
Sorry, yeah. Back to the Celtics 76ers series. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics ripped the referees, and he called out Joel Embiid for flopping. What? Come on.
Whatever.
Terrible referees and players foul baiting themselves sideways? That's not the NBA at all. What game are you watching, Jaylen Brown? Where you think there's terrible officiating and foul baiting going on constantly. You couldn't be more wrong.
If that's what you're crying about today, that's, just move on. You got beat. Sixers embarrassed you. Just move on.
I don't see any reason why a guy wouldn't call out the refereeing and the flopping. I see no problem with that because we as fans, all we see is poor officiating and flopping.
But if that's why what you're crying about now, 2 days after you were eliminated, that's.
Well, you might have said it immediately afterwards that we've been on vacation.
Even that,
I see no problem with it.
I don't think anybody should be complaining about flopping. They're all flopping, and they're all whining. They're all. Yeah. And the reffing is really bad.
It's horrible.
Right.
It's horrible.
You know what? Just play.
The officiating is terrible. The flopping is terrible. Now, forgive us if we seem a little out of our element here, but it's been so long since the Pigs reached the second round of the NHL playoffs that we're not entirely sure we know how to speak the language. We haven't been in this situation in quite a while, but we're up and running with this Pigs Avalanche series. I asked earlier, can we handle this around here, being Eiffel Towered by both clubs night after night after? Every night we're going to be toggling back and forth with a playoff game from one or the other. Some of us might not make it. But hang on to your Iowegian ass, Randy Shaver. Game 2 is in Denver tonight.
Yep. If it's anything like Game 1, it should be really entertaining.
Should be over quick.
That was a blow bang, is what that was.
That was fun to watch, though. They were down 3-0 in 7 minutes, and the comeback the Wild made in that game to actually take the lead, the shorthanded goal by Marcus was phenomenal to put him up 5-4. It's just too bad that
we didn't know Marcus had those moves.
Oh,
that was cool.
It was so great. It was just so perfect. But Colorado's just, man, they have offense, boy. They come at you, especially when they kind of feel like they just kind of have another level, another switch.
The speed that both clubs bring to the game is remarkable.
It is, yes.
I would agree. I think I follow what you were saying, Randy Shaver.
It's not what you saw at the old Met back in the 80s.
Totally different style of hockey.
For sure.
Totally different style of hockey.
The speed is amazing.
Colorado has a little more in the tank when it comes to legs. And it was just how quickly they can create scoring opportunities is frightening, the Colorado Avalanche. But the Pigs, they're very close to matching that. The speed that both of these clubs can create scoring opportunities turned in one of the best playoff games I've ever watched in my life. That was an all-timer.
Felt like I needed a cigarette after.
Yeah, you felt like somebody bent you smooth over.
Absolutely. What just happened?
They're going to have to find a way to calm the hell down, or they're going to end up killing both goaltenders.
Well, we may see a goaltender switch maybe for game 2.
Maybe. Pigs
I mean,
head coach.
If you were ever going to do it, this seems like the natural time to do it.
Head coach Gene Snitsky said he's sticking with Wallstedt, but we've heard that song and dance before. I mean, sometimes when you get that push from the head coach, it means the exact opposite. When the coach, vocalizes it to the media, sometimes who knows? I have no problem with Wallstedt going back out there. I got no problem with Gustafsson, whoever the hell they want to throw out there. Fine. But, on the topic of Wallstedt giving up 8 goals, Snitsky, the head coach, and a few of the Pigs players blamed themselves for hanging him out to dry far too many times.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see who they the 15 goals. One of them was a friggin' chicken dick empty netter. We all know that. But the 15 goals in Game 1 was tied for the third highest scoring playoff game in league history. There was a game in '89 and there was a game in '82 that had more goals. Only those 2 playoff games. It was something to see. Joel Eriksson Ek. Word is he's hopeful to play tonight. Hopeful. Jonas Brodin also not going to play. And that hurts. Those are 2 terrific players on the roster.
With the score, the 15 goals, somebody said it was more like a Rockies and Twins game, but then somebody else pointed out the Rockies aren't scoring 9 runs in a game.
No. And the Twins aren't coming up with 6, are they?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They'd be more of a soccer-type score if those 2 teams played.
I have to be honest, I think the Rockies have a better chance to score 9 than the Twins have to score 6.
Yeah. Here's a statement from a listener. Weird Quinn Hughes is easily the best player that's ever laced him up for the Pigs.
I would think there'd be some argument with that a little bit, but he's been pretty good.
I mean, he's only been with the club for a few months.
Yep.
What's that say about the Wild that we were sitting here kind of considering it as a possibility?
Well, he is that damn good.
Yeah.
Think of the best players in the history of this club. Zach Parise, Marian Gaborik, Mikko Koivu. Who am I missing, Cubby? Go.
Kaprizov.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about the Russian kid.
I was just going to say, he thinks that even now with Kaprizov on the team.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a hard to argue when you call Weird Quinn Hughes the best player that's ever laced him up.
Did you mention Suter yet?
Gary, Frankie, Ryan Suter.
Did you mention him?
I didn't because I know everyone else is thinking it. Ryan Suter.
That's just too obvious of an answer?
Too obvious of an answer. Now, the track meet that we saw in Game 1, is there any chance in hell we see a repeat of that tonight?
I don't think so.
Who knows? But here is one of our listeners. Speaking of, all-time Pigs history, a listener texted in to say, I'm calling it now. Tonight will be a polar opposite 2-1 overtime style of game. A defensive game like Jacques Lemaire's wettest dream.
Wettest?
Ew. I just don't. I mean, 9-6 is extreme, obviously. But
crazy.
With the offensive talent on both of these clubs, their ability to move the puck, especially with the power play, if in fact, I don't think we'll see a lot of penalties in this series because both clubs are so aware of the offensive talent on both sides. I don't think, you never know, but I don't think we're going to see a 2-1 type game this entire series. I think we're going to see 5-4, 4-3. I'd be really surprised.
Feels that way. It feels that way.
I just don't know how. I don't care who the hell you got organizing your defense and your goaltending. I don't know how either of these teams can be limited to 2-1. Unless the goaltenders, of course, go crazy, out of their mind, Dominic Hasek, Curtis Joseph, suddenly out of nowhere. You know what I mean? But we'll find out.
What time is game time tonight?
7 o'clock.
Oh, awesome.
I can see that.
Didn't I say Zach Parise right from the get-go?
I thought you did. Yes, you did.
People are texting in, of course. We're trying to figure out the greatest players in the history of our local hockey club here. Who am I missing?
Did you say Gorbiak?
Yes. I loved, one of my favorites ever was Andrew Brunette. Willie Mitchell. And I mean, of course, I'm not thinking correctly. It's our first day back, but.
How about the defenseman who's still playing?
The defenseman who's still playing.
With the beard and the crazy reptiles. Yeah, Burns.
The reptiles.
But Brent Burns really wasn't that terrific here. He blossomed when he left here.
Yeah.
But Burns, he was all right.
He was good here.
He was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was a big Wes Walls fan.
Wes was solid.
He's awesome.
I liked him because he played in my golf tournament.
Oh, yeah?
This is a crazy
cool guy.
Schedule with this series, too. Did you see that they don't play again until Saturday?
Yeah, it's because the Frizost are squeezing in a playoff game, and there's also some kind of
an event or something there?
Flintstones on ice or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't realize they were back in town so soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had to make room for these other events. Yeah, it's silly. They have a 3 or 4 day break in this godforsaken series.
Yeah.
I love it when we bring up the greatest all-time players, and people always got to throw in the jokes. James Shepard.
You still have that autographed photo?
Of course I do. Danny Heatley.
Greatest trade ever? Wild history?
Someone brought up Sergei Zoltak. Oh, no. He died so young and so terribly. But Sergei Zoltak, he was a slick player. Can I tell you the Sergei Zoltak story again? Poor guy died in the offseason. He had a terrible heart problem. If I'm not mistaken, he died in the arms of Darby Hendrickson while the two of them were playing in some international off-season type. It was horrible. The guy had a heart problem, died in the locker room, I think, between periods. Whoa. The following Pigs hockey season, me and the Big Al went down to the X, and I don't know, they're probably 10, 12 games into the season, and we're in line to take a piss, and of course people are jaw-jacking about the club a little bit. What do you think of this guy? What do you think of that guy? And some guy in line with me and Big Al says, what is Jacques Lemaire's problem? Sergei Zoltak goes out, has a great year last year. I haven't seen him yet this year. He's not getting any shifts. And Big Al and I had to say, well, he's dead. And the guy said, what? And we had to tell him, the guy, he's dead. Dick Park. I like Dick Park's style out there. Branko Radivojevic. Yes, I remember him. NHL scores from last night. North Carolina beat Philadelphia in overtime. Vegas beat Anaheim. They're just getting started. Thomas Vanek. Great college player. He stuck around in the NHL for a long time.
Yeah.
When he was in college, he looked like a 30-year-old playing hockey against 9-year-olds. Thomas Vanek was so effing above and beyond the best player on the ice any night when he was a college player. Martin, what's the soup du jour? It's the soup of the day. That sounds good. I'll have lat. Oh, God, good question. Who was the Wild player who died in a plane crash? 38 was his jersey number. Was it Pavel how do you say? Was it Dimitra? Do I have that right? Pavel Dimitra.
Yeah, I'm
jersey
not sure.
number was 38. That much I can tell you for sure. Died.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Yeah, Pavel Dimitra. Yeah, talented kid. Back to the North Carolina Hurricanes. Have you seen their gimmick at the hockey rink? They're selling beers in a hockey skate.
Yeah, those are cool.
That looks fun.
It's a plastic hockey skate with the Carolina logo on it, and you fill the boot all the way down to the blade with beer. You drink. I noticed when I was at the Pigs game, whoever they played last round, the Pigs are selling a hollow hockey stick.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Okay?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was cool. The North Carolina hockey skate beats the piss out of it, though. That is so cool looking.
Yeah, it's awesome looking.
I understand they've sold so many of these friggin' hockey skates full of beer. They've sold out. They're not even going to make any more. They're not just sold out and they're waiting to make some more. They just said, we can't do it. Sorry, it's over. So, yeah, the Frost are involved in their playoff series. They play tonight. What happened? Did they win game one? I'm not entirely sure.
Montreal?
The Frost and the Montreal Victoire.
Yeah, have not seen that series. Sorry.
Ooh, Victoire. Remember the old Sylvester Stallone, Michael Caine soccer movie, Victory?
Yes.
Dana.
Yes.
You're a soccer fan for some reason.
Yeah, I am.
Have you seen the 70s soccer movie with Sylvester Stallone, Michael Caine, Pele?
Yep. No. Years and years ago when I was a kid, but I definitely have seen it.
Oh, when I was a kid, I loved that. I still love that movie.
Didn't give you the soccer bug?
No, because it really wasn't about...
No.
But that when they beat the Nazis and the Victoire, and they escape, that's great.
Back to that beer skate, you can get one on eBay for about $200.
Oh, man.
Let the stealing begin.
Yeah.
$200.
Come on now.
The Frost are involved in the playoffs. And this is kind of interesting. I've never heard this from ladies hockey. The Frost have a forward on their club named Britta Curl Salami. And she's suspended. She can't play in Game 2 tonight because she dumped a check to the head on a gal from the Montreal club. So we've got the bad girl of the PWHL here.
That's awesome.
Fined $250, suspended for a game, like Ogie Oglethorpe. I like the sounds of this. She's been suspended before for bad behavior. All right, let's do this.
Set the tone.
Yeah, I like this.
Hey, with a name like Salami. You got to do something with that name.
Speaking of 70s sports-related electronic entertainment, C. Willi Myles.
Yes.
What famous television show about a sport featured a character named Salami? One of my favorite all-time television shows. There was also Coolidge. I'm naming some of the other character names. Thorpe, Haywood, Salami, Epstein, Randy Shaver. Come on.
Isn't it the white coach? I can't think of the name.
The white coach.
No. It's the...
My parents watched this show.
The Blues. Okay, what's another hint?
I don't remember.
It's the White Shadow.
The White
Shadow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yes, I used to love that with the white coach.
Ken Reeves.
Yeah, Ken Reeves.
I loved that show about a high school basketball team. Great show. Loved all the characters.
Crooks. I know the guys' actual names, but I couldn't. They didn't bring me back. And what's his name?
The actor that played Ken Reeves?
No.
I'm sorry.
The brothers that was on the team.
I don't remember any of their
the
names.
One kid's dad was Brooks. His dad was a big time director, the point guard, and then you had the tall Afro kid.
Okay, right. That was Coolidge.
Right, Coolidge.
He went on to act in shows like what was that big? Was it ER?
Yes.
Coolidge went on to act in ER.
Yeah.
The kid who played Salami, Randy Shaver,
right.
prepare to have your mind blown, Randy Shaver. The kid who played Salami was one of the Van Pattens.
Oh, there's many of those.
That's right.
That was a great show.
All right, here we are broadcasting from 1977. I love The White Shadow.
It was a great show. Learning that and the other one, I can't even think of it, Horshack.
Oh, that was Welcome Back.
Welcome Back, Kotter.
Kotter.
I mean, if you didn't like those shows, man, they spoke to me.
People are texting in on this Frost Hockey Club. They won Game 1 in overtime. Okay, thank you for that. I couldn't find that information. Oh. And this Brita Curl Salami is from Bismarck. Okay. The bad girl of the PWHL. We're learning more and more about this. I got to catch this. Out there hacking gals across the skull. I like her style.
Kid's got a future.
Twins Nationals tonight, Randy Shaver.
Yes.
On the road, 1-3. Joe Ryan.
Find out more about Joe Ryan today.
Something going on with the elbow.
Always the elbow. Yeah, it's he made the road trip, which I think is promising. That maybe it's not as serious as first thought.
Or maybe he just has a side piece in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. But we'll find out more today. So that would be devastating if he's out for an extended period of time.
Yes.
Kind of like Skubal. Skubal's gone now for basically the rest of the regular season for the Tigers.
This is like when your mother steals your porno magazines.
Oh, awful. It's like, Mom, give them back.
They're taking Tariq Skubal away from Randy Shaver.
I know.
Can't finish.
Give them back, Mom. I was in the middle of the story.
You weren't reading the friggin' story.
Everybody read the story.
Josh's mama took away his Playboy magazine.
The community Playboy magazine, the one that everyone passed around.
Oh,
no, it wasn't mine.
Well, you and your dad? What do you mean?
At school.
At school? Oh, that's
Everybody
right.
had one. It wasn't as prolific as it is today. And there was one that got passed around. Day one, my mom found it and threw it away. That was a tough next school day explaining
Yeah, because you had to tell everybody else.
Oh, that sucked.
Yeah,
we had a Community Girls Gone Wild DVD back in high school.
Yeah.
Which is kind of gross when you think about it, handing that off to somebody else.
No kidding.
Yeah, you don't think about that when you're in 8th grade.
Doesn't even enter your mind.
Don't use that light thing they use in the hotels.
Although at that age, though, desperate times call for desperate measures. You're not worried about that at 16.
Right.
When you're
Kids today don't even understand that.
Right.
So the chances that you took back in the day.
When you're 30 years old and your buddy says, "Here, hang on to my favorite porno mag for a minute," you backpedal. When you're 14, you grab it with both hands.
Right.
And you run.
Yeah.
Right.
Put it in your mouth and run like a dog with a newspaper.
Because you got your backpack in one arm and a
lunchbox,
a Jolt Cola in the other. You hold it in your mouth.
Yeah, you flipping through the pages, eating your sandwich, licking your finger, and licking your finger, going through the page. Yeah, you're taking all kind of chances as a child.
Yeah, I saw plenty of porno mags as a kid. My dad's buddies had them laying around the house, in the fish house, all that stuff. I was introduced to that stuff way too young. But I remember when my dad, I thought, well, my dad's buddies are into that. The old man probably doesn't. And then one morning I walked into the John, and he had left his Penthouse magazine in there on accident. Well, I spent a little extra time in the bathroom that morning.
I bet.
Penthouse magazine. He was a high roller.
My uncle had stacks of Playboys. I bet they'd be worth some money right now.
He was a big masturbator?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't realize it at the time.
Josh, he was just a collector.
He must have been.
What flavor was it?
Playboy.
Playboy.
And, you know, he lived with my super religious grandma. She must never went into his room. He just had them stacked all over the place.
Your super religious grandma probably had her own.
Right.
She had her own porno.
No. She wouldn't do that.
She had a top drawer.
Never sinned.
Never sinned.
She has a top drawer.
Wait a minute. You got a dad, didn't you? Where you think he came from? She sinned, all right.
Well, she was married.
Right.
To a guy 16 years older than her. Oh, 20 years older than her.
Oh, she for sure sinned.
She was filthy.
She just grew out of it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Tariq.
Oh, man.
Should we see how far we can push this Josh?
No, God, poor Josh.
He's crying. He's crying.
The Josh's grandma thing?
She's rolling over in her grave.
Right.
I never sinned.
You liars. Get my name out of your mouth.
Scooble. He might be done.
Back to the Twins real quick. When we were on vacation last week, I got to see how the other half lives at Target Field. I got invited into that it's called like the Delta Skyline section. It's got the all you can drink, all you can eat. They got dogs, they got brisket. Man, that was wonderful.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Took your time in there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, they let you hang out for 2 hours after the game.
Candy? Do they have candy?
Candy. Yeah. Oh, and there's a kids. It was a day game, so there's a kids section kind of right to the left of us, and we were throwing bags of candy and peanuts to the kids, and they were loving it. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
I got up into the schmancy section there at the Target Center a few years ago. Jesus, balls. You could just eat yourself sideways, drink yourself into next week. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I've gotten so bougie, I don't even go to game. Let people invite me to a suite.
Yeah, you told us that before. Don't even ask C Willi Myles to come sit in section 109 with you.
I'm at the Vikings games, man. If you ever been to a Vikings game and you get up in those suites, they roll a whole buffet in that bad joint. You know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the way I roll. I mean, I'll go with you, but I need to know where your tickets are.
Remember we sat in, I don't know if it's still there, Club Cambria at Target Center for a Wolves game, and a buddy of ours was a guitar player in Marilyn Manson, and he was in a bad mood. We've told this story before. He's never in a bad mood.
Are you talking about that underground bar?
No, it was like a suite level or around there, Club Cambria.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still there or not.
Wolves game, you said?
Yeah, it was a Wolves game.
Me and you and Mark?
Yeah, Mark and Wendy and a few other people.
Mark from Marilyn Manson, okay.
And that's when he told us he had to shave his eyebrows for like a Russian tour or something like that, and he was miserable. Manson wanted everybody in the band to shave their eyebrows.
So he was miserable because he looked so silly?
Yeah, he didn't do it yet, but he just said, hey, tomorrow we're going on this tour, and I got to shave my eyebrows. And he was so bummed out.
Wow.
I'd never seen him in a bad mood.
The Cincinnati Reds tied a terrible big league record on Saturday in a ball game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Reds issued 7 consecutive walks during the second inning. God help us all. If I was at that game, I would have to leave. Walks are my biggest pet peeve as a baseball fan. I effing hate walks.
Me too. I really do.
2 different pitchers, 7 straight walks. Pittsburgh scored 10 runs in the first 2 innings. So that's 7 walks in a row, tied a big league record. The 1983 Pittsburgh Pirates, strangely enough, again, back to the Pirates, the Pittsburgh Pirates were the most recent club to do something so awful. In 83, the Pirates issued 7 walks in a row, and now here in 20 and 26, the Reds did it. That's just inexcusable.
I saved another first time ever in Major League that happened, I think, Saturday, on Saturday night, I think. So the Royals played Seattle. Kansas City won in 10 innings. I think the final was 3-2. The Royals became the first team in Major League history to have 0 walks, struck out 17 plus times, and hit 0 home runs and won the game.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll say that again. They didn't walk. They struck out 17 times and hit 0 home runs and still won. That's never happened in Major League history.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
That stat was pretty good.
That's a heck of a stat.
Yeah.
You did nothing.
Josh, sorry about all those jokes about your grandma.
That's okay. That's all right. I'll take them. I can handle it.
People have been texting in.
Not really, but
I do not appreciate her lying to you, though. That hurts me more.
People have been sending in some comments about your grandma, and now they're apologizing. They feel bad.
Oh, no.
Josh mentioned that she's probably rolling over in her grave. Here's Bass Slayer Jesus, who said, well, she can't roll all the way over because of them cans.
oh, my God.
That's why she was buried on her back.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That's gross, but you're not wrong.
Josh is like, can I go back to San Diego?
The brotherhood is.
Oh, yeah, Randy, I saw a Padres game in San Diego.
How was the ballpark?
Oh, it was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
It's a beautiful feel, isn't it?
I mean, the Padres didn't do too well, but...
did they get thumped?
Yeah, by the White Sox. It was all Chicago last week. They played a series with the Cubs and then the White Sox. We went to the White Sox game.
And now the Bulls are in town, and then the Blackhawks.
You had to go all the way to San Diego to see the White Sox play.
I know. We were all kind of bummed, like, oh, man. I want to see the White Sox.
Could they be playing the Dodgers or something?
Right.
So let me ask you something about Petco Park. Do they allow dogs every game?
I didn't see any.
Okay, well,
so
then they must
I guess
not.
I don't know.
I figured, because around here...
there is a dog park there.
It is.
And so I wasn't sitting anywhere near that, so maybe they do.
Around here, it's the best night of the year, damn near.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your dog to the ballpark, but what, do they do it once, maybe twice?
And they have it like just one area, too, right?
One section, because, oh, God, a dog might leave a turd. I mean, loosen up a little bit.
And it's always like a Tuesday night game.
Yes. If I have one criticism of Target Field, it's simply this. Loosen up a little bit. I was just wondering, Petco, for Pete's sake, I mean, that's the main sponsor. You'd think they'd let labs and retrievers and chihuahuas and dachshunds and...
They must. I mean, we weren't by it, but I was just kind of reading about it ahead of time, and it, looking just at a map of the park, and there was a dog park there.
Yeah.
So I bet you're right.
There should be
They have a pet area.
Pet area. There should be a pug running around there, Josh, with beers on its back.
That would have been awesome. I had a moment just like you at the Saints game where you saved a little kid's life. I saved a grown, drunk man's life. The stairs where we were sitting, at least, we had the last seats in the stadium.
Oh, no.
And there's a dude, one of the most hammered I've ever seen at a ball game for sure, kind of started falling down those stairs. And so I ended up being he was kind of like skiing down them, and he's trying to hold on to the railing, having a lot of trouble. And he started going face down. I happened to be at the right place at the right time. I was able to grab his arm and stop him. And then he's like, oh, thanks, and then started running down again. I don't know if he had to pee or what. But.
You know what you should have done in that moment? You saved him from falling down the stairs, but then you make a citizen's arrest.
He was drunk enough where I could have.
You are under arrest. That reminds me of the old Met Center days, at a North Star game. We had the last seats in the house way in the upper deck. I was sitting there with Big Al and his brother, Big Randy. Randy was pretty tuned up, and he tries to navigate those stairs down, go take a piss. And he slips, and he skids on his fat ass all the way down to the bottom.
Oh,
wow.
Dude in the first row, brilliant. Dude in the first row stands up and says, safe. Did the arm movement and everything.
Yeah.
Safe. All right, before we go, I know this news is a couple days old, but, we were on vacation. Give us a break. We want to try to cover everything we missed. Drake Lindsay, Golden Gopher quarterback, was arrested in Fayetteville. Where the hell's that? Where's Fayetteville? Doesn't matter. Arkansas. He was arrested last Friday morning for underage drinking and possessing a fake ID. Oh no.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, no.
Heaven forbid a kid has a hobby.
Yeah.
Fake ID and everything?
Yeah.
You should have just stayed here. You can still drink.
What do you mean?
Somebody buy you beer.
Oh.
Don't get a fake ID, man. That's a crime.
That's great. I love it when the high-profile college kids get in trouble for what we regular schmucks got in trouble for when we were their age. Underage drinking and a fake ID.
When I saw the headline he was arrested, I was like, oh, man, this is going to be good. Yep. I'm like, oh, a minor? Jesus, who cares?
Hell, we had buddies who had 6 or 7 of them before we were out of high school.
Exactly.
The Golden Gophers said they are aware of the situation and they will address it internally.
Roll the boat! Sky him up!
Boy, it's so easy to get a fake ID now. I bet every friggin' kid in town's got one.
Yeah, absolutely.
They just print them off the, what do you call this thing here, Josh?
That's a computer.
Computer. They print them off the computer.
Yeah, we had to go to some sketchy measures to get our fake IDs back in the day.
Yeah. You have to go down the alley and see a guy.
Back in the van.
Yeah, well, let's just say that's the only time I'm ever going to go in that house.
Right.
The guy who I had to go meet to get the fake ID.
Yeah. And you were scared. You didn't know if he was going to take all your money.
Right.
I wonder if you can just get one online. Probably.
Yeah. You went. Oh, that's what I just said. They print them right off the computer.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
I
make
thought
them
you
at
meant
home
like
now.
in person.
Oh.
It sounded like you meant like at home.
Well, yeah, they sit at home and they do something. I know my buddies' kids all have fake IDs because they just go dippity-dip on the computer and they type this and that, and then they get a fake. You went into that house, huh, Dana?
Went into that house.
I went into that house.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the money for a fake ID.
Well, were they expensive?
Well, when we were kids, yeah. Expensive for a 16-year-old, yeah.
Right.
I bought some dope.
That was cheaper.
But was your guy, was his fly down for no good reason?
No. But he didn't say much. He wasn't a man of many words.
The guy we went to see was sitting on his couch, legs cracked, way too far apart. You know what I mean?
Big man spreads.
Yeah,
man spread.
And his fly was down.
Oh.
And he had to notice, but he never adjusted his fly. He was trolling.
Is that the same guy you said he had a cloth and he put it to your face and told you to breathe deeply?
Yeah.
Breathe deeply.
I woke up in Two Harbors.
And your fly was down when you woke up.
My pants were on backwards.
Backwards.
I woke up.
The zipper was down.
I woke up in Two Harbors at a soup kitchen.
Not worth it for a fake ID.
I got dope.
Oh, that's right, you got dope.
Yeah.
Doped.
All right, you guys are friggin', it ain't right the way you guys operate. Thank you, Randy Shaver, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of standard heating and air conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
My name is David Goss, and I'm joined by my co-host Megan Klinenberg.
And now we're giving people an inside look at the World Cup.
Time's ticking. I think you can feel the intensity. All the guys are wanting to really stake their claim, and they want to be on that World Cup roster. There's no doubt about it.
Hosting the World Cup on home soil comes with its pressures, but we're just really excited, just as the people are.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henco. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Dr. P. Jesus.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
We're back with our friends. We've got C Willi Myles over here, and also Dr. P. Jesus has just walked smooth into the studio. Welcome back to the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yep.
She's up to 8:29 here. Any questions or comments for the doctor can be sent on over to the telephone number 651-989-9393. That's our Luther Bloomington Kia text line. What's happening, James?
Not too much. Sitting in Ashley's seat, I feel completely different being here like this.
It's a different view.
It is. I see Nick very well. I see Josh's torso.
Yeah, that's about all you get.
And I see C Willi very nicely here.
Awesome. You are sitting in a different chair.
It really does change the experience a little bit. It's sort of funny.
You'll get used to it.
Thank you.
Don't be scared.
Okay.
Let it happen, brother.
Unfortunately, Ashley had to go home.
Yeah, that stinks.
She started feeling a little under the weather, so.
I know, so I'm sitting right here with my mouth right up on her microphone thinking, When am I going to feel it?
Yeah.
You're going to get whatever she has.
That's cool, though. She's
I
cool.
hope you don't catch. Typhoid isn't.
No. Right. I was just reading there's a cruise ship that's like stranded somewhere with hantavirus.
Oh, didn't it kill like 3 people?
Killed 3 people, and and it's a. I had to honestly look that up because it's a. You get it from rodent droppings, and it's a strange disease. It has very nonspecific symptoms.
I heard about the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah, bad.
It's crazy.
A dude got really tired.
Yeah.
Stomach was upset, terrible headache, and they diagnosed it. How did you say it?
Hantavirus.
And it's from having rodent urine or feces in your mouth or something like that.
Basically, right. So, maybe.
You had never heard of it?
Oh, no, I've heard of it. I just didn't, it's not something that we see here.
Are we norovirus, right?
Right. Norovirus is the gastrointestinal one. This thing tends to, it causes very nonspecific symptoms. Like people are just sick, like kind of the flu, but not really coughing and stuff. But then eventually they do get terrible lung infection and pulmonary edema, which is like fluid in your lungs.
Oh,
and
very toxic.
Yeah, very toxic.
You don't be messing around with rodent feces or urine.
Right. So those the salad bar, those may not be bacon bits. You got to be careful.
Whoa. Hello. You know, I was cleaning out my folks' basement a couple of weeks ago, and this is hoarder.
Oh, right.
Times 10. Oh. Unfinished stone basement.
Oh, like nice and damp.
Oh, and it smells like the underside of a... I was wondering if maybe I should have been wearing a breathing mask while sorting through some of the old buckets and boxes. And
probably not a bad idea.
No, maybe next time I might strap on one of those old COVID masks.
Yeah.
Seen Clean Jesus, who would definitely know a thing or two about this, said you never sweep up mouse poop. You always vacuum for that reason.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get it in the air. Yeah, I would wear a mask down there because, I'm sure there's probably mold. There could be some, nice asbestos insulation sort of floating around or something.
Is this true? Someone texted in to say this hantavirus is what killed Gene Hackman? Is that a true story?
That I don't know.
I know he died recently. I didn't look into what happened to the poor guy.
Could be, but I don't know that.
All right. Well, thanks for swinging by.
Sure. Good to be here.
Dr. P.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Wait a minute. Who said what?
Well, welcome back to you guys.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we were on a little vacation. C Willi Myles, while you're sitting there, while we got a doctor here, is there anything you want to have checked out?
No, I'm good. Just went to my doctor. They gave me the clean bill of health.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good for you.
Don't want to be palpated? All right.
What about palpated? What?
I was just asking him if he wants me to palpate anything.
What is that?
Push on things.
I have a female doctor that does that.
Oh, well, then I understand.
I have a whole show about why I chose the female doctor.
Do you really?
As opposed to the male doctor.
I bet it's good.
I had a male doctor at first, and then until it was time for the physical, and then when they said, hey, it's time to do the rectal exam, and then I questioned every decision I had made up until that point.
Right. You looked at the size of his hands.
Because
he was 6'6", like 260.
Right. God dang.
And his knuckles looked like Polish sausage. And I'm thinking, man. And he put and it was weird because he had the glove on the left hand and he used the right hand. And I'm like, you know what? I'm changing doctors on my way to the police station. Because I'm pretty sure. But no, I
got to come see that show.
Dr. P, we have some questions coming in.
Let's hit it.
Again, you can text 651-989-9393, the Luther Kia Bloomington text line. This person says they had surgery to remove a prostate. They have prostate cancer. And now he basically says, quote, I tie dental floss string around my wiener because I can't even find it. It seems like it's shorter, and he said he can't afford the loss.
My God.
Is that known for shrinking your penis?
He did what again?
Well, he had his prostate out, but he's tying string around his penis to keep it like accessible, basically.
Oh my God.
I mean, not directly. I mean, part of the treatment for prostate cancer can often involve, earlier on. Well, sorry, that's not going to work. Yeah. Sometimes they do, unfortunately, an orchiectomy, which is a male castration because you're trying to get rid of testosterone in the picture. Though that would typically not be if you're going to have a prostatectomy, because if you have metastatic prostate cancer where it's spread, there's not really, you don't necessarily go in and take the prostate out because you have to treat the whole body anyway. So probably did not have that happen. Could have been on some sort of hormone treatment, though, that kind of shuts down testosterone. But the surgery itself, I mean, it does affect, that whole area, and there's a lot of healing going on, but he should not have actually lost size.
Okay.
He might, unfortunately, erectile function is not the same or is challenging after the surgery, and they usually do have men on kind of a regimen of medicines like Cialis, which is sort of a long-acting Viagra. You kind of take a low dose of it every day, and it's basically trying to increase or maintain the blood flow down there to help things heal, to help preserve the nerve function that allows sexual function to work correctly. So there could just be, it could be just a subtle difference because the blood flow and the nerves are not quite up to speed. So hopefully it'll return. I would definitely encourage him to follow, any regimen that they have him on to maintain function.
That all sounds quite challenging.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it's a tough surgery. It really is.
Is it pretty bad?
Yeah, it's just, it's such an inaccessible place.
Yeah. You got to go up there.
You do.
C Willi Myles was saying a few minutes ago that he was terrified of his doctor because it was time for a proctology exam and the sumbitch had big hands. Here's a text that has come in to say, my best friend is in great shape, but his hands and fingers are swollen AF. Is he dying? Swollen hands and fingers. What does that tell you?
He's probably not dying. It would be helpful to know what is actually swollen. Different types of arthritis can cause swelling of different parts of fingers. Rheumatoid arthritis tends to affect sort of the knuckle where your finger attaches to your hand, versus older person arthritis causes swelling and problems at the knuckles further down the fingers.
Okay.
It could be a sign of something. The other question is it both hands? Are they hot? Are they red? Are they just always like that?
Mm-hmm.
I guess without...
There's not a lot of information here.
No. Age, all that stuff.
Okay.
We tend to... you think of swelling in the lower extremities as potentially being a sign of a number of things, just because if you think about it, when you walk around, your body has to pump blood against gravity. So we're pumping blood from our heart through our arteries all the way down to your legs and everywhere else, but then the veins have to get the blood back to your heart, and that's a low pressure system. So if your veins aren't working, or if you have too much fluid in you because you've got a bit of heart failure, you can get lower extremity swelling, and I'd say that's probably something that we think of more as correlating with common problems.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not coming up with anything offhand.
You've done well considering the limited information.
Yeah, there's so many ways to go with things. There's a lot of branch points in my head.
Right.
Some are dead ends, but some do have some information.
You reached some roads that said closed.
Yeah.
It happens.
Potholes ahead.
Happens to the best of us.
Here's a lady who said her husband had a heart attack in 2020, and ever since, sex has not been as great, not as hard, if you follow me there, and only lasts 30 seconds.
Well, Jesus, give the guy a break.
That's why I didn't read her name.
Or his. 2020, you said?
2020, yeah.
Might have to seek something on the side.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe afraid of getting your heart rate up?
It could be a number of things. If you have a heart attack, that means the blood vessels to your heart were narrowed enough to basically cut off the blood supply to a part of the heart. Usually, you have an emergency angioplasty and a stent to open that up, or you have a bypass surgery. But that means that other blood vessels in your body have atherosclerosis. Basically, there's narrowing, including blood vessels to your penis. So it could be part of the picture of cardiovascular disease. I'd say the other big issue is it is medicines that are used after you have a heart attack, including blood pressure medicines that work on a number of different, systems in the body. But typically you're on a beta blocker, which is medicines like atenolol or metoprolol, which I think you know that one, Nick. Those kind of slow your heart rate down and decrease the work of the heart. Those are notorious for causing some erectile problems. Usually you're on an ACE inhibitor, which is a different type of blood pressure medicine. That one's not quite as notorious, but again, all those medicines can have effects on sexual function. They just, as far as I can think of, none of them help. If they're going to do anything, they're going to hurt.
Is there anything they can do to change things up?
I mean, part of it is, and then the other thing is, if things don't go well a few times, you start to have this performance anxiety that really can send things down the wrong path for a long time. And
you get the yips.
Yeah, I mean, you do, and it's hard to talk about it. It causes tension in a relationship, and then a month goes by, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 6 years. So talking about it, they might have to change their. I mean, when you're a younger guy, a woman just has to look at you, possibly, and you're ready. And she probably doesn't even have to do that.
Not even.
Right. So as we get
Walk by me.
As we get older, potentially a bit more, stimulation is in play.
Porno movies.
Say it.
Maybe any of that stuff. But and then the other thing is there's obviously medicines for erectile dysfunction, and those can be used in people with heart disease.
They can.
Yeah,
like a Viagra, you could do something like
you
that.
can. Yeah. It's the main thing you cannot do is if you're someone who's on like chronic nitroglycerin, which is classically if people were having, oh my God, I'm having chest pain, they would pop a nitroglycerin, and you still maybe do that occasionally. I mean, there's just a lot of other better medications that control heart disease, but there's also long-acting nitroglycerin. For the few people who are on that, it's not a good idea because then your blood pressure can just go.
That's scary.
Because they both dilate blood vessels.
Well, sorry for your troubles to our listener.
Yeah.
But yeah, in sexual therapy, I mean, there's there's sexual health clinics through probably all of the big clinic organizations, so you can get help and
you'll get it done.
Yeah, just reach out for help though. Don't just let it.
I was 20 years old when I first was prescribed atenolol for my heart issue, and one of the first things the doctor told me is that this could kill the rod. But I've been lucky. It was kind of scary as a 20-year-old kid to hear that.
Yeah. Yep.
Not done yet.
No, my God. Before we go, we got here's a quick one. Before we take a break, Josh could probably help this listener out also because he suffers from constipation from time to time. A listener simply wants to know what food should I avoid while I battle my constipation problems. Foods to avoid. Josh, is there anything that you won't eat anymore?
Like that. I mean, I guess I don't eat like a ton of cheese or anything. But no, there's nothing that I don't eat. I mean, I tried to eat more fiber, and I'll tell you what: if you get to a spot where even that's not working. I don't work for the company or anything, but my butt guy, Dr. P, I have a butt guy.
Yeah.
He recommended Miralax, which is not a laxative, I found out.
Right.
And I take that daily. Glorious.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure it's so much avoiding things as it is. You have to start eating some fiber, and a lot of people don't. So if you.
Some of those friggin' miserable cereals and whatnot.
Yeah. But you can also, these days you can also go buy a bottle of fiber capsules or fiber powder and
Metamucil.
Metamucil. I mean, basically, it's it's fiber that essentially it's helping keep more water in your colon as things move down.
Oh yeah, so I definitely drink more water.
Yeah,
and then that's why I jump on the treadmill every day, not to be in shape, but just to keep things moving.
Is your colon well hydrated?
I think it is now.
And your colon's in excellent shape.
It is. That's what I told
but yeah,
me.
it's hydration, it's fiber.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you probably don't want to live on cheese.
No.
I mean, so basically, and there's a lot of ways to get fiber. Fruits, vegetables,
right.
Fiber supplements, salads.
This, speaking of salads, this is not something I want to talk about in great detail, but there was an article that landed in our lap a day or two ago about something new called the fart salad.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We're not going to get into detail, but it's some hip new food that all the health nut I want to live forever jagoffs are using these days.
It's just basically a fiber-rich salad. Everything in there is going to help you.
And they friggin' call it a fart salad. I'm so offended by that, I can't even explain it to you.
But the goal of it is not to fart. It is just a side effect of it.
It's to clean you out, Josh, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so getting things moving that way. But Miralax is, again, I don't work for the company either. I kind of wish I did. It's really not a laxative in the sense that, what the heck's the thing? X-Lax.
Right.
That is definitely a laxative. That has a chemical in it that stimulates your colon to start squeezing and moving things. And that can work, but it's pretty violent, and your colon sort of gets tired out from that, and it can really mess you up.
I don't like the words violent and colon being so close to each other.
So Miralax basically it takes more water down through your system, and it is very safe.
You ever seen a prolapse? You want no part of that. Josh, by the way.
Have.
No, thank you.
You probably have. You're a doc. Before we take a break, Josh, I just want to say thank you for always being comfortable discussing your constipation. We'll take a break. We'll have more with
I don't mind getting it out.
No.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. P. Jesus, welcome to the Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X.
Thank you. Thank you very much to our wonderful listening audience. They never let us down. A lot of very interesting questions here for our Ask Dr. P segment. Dr. P. Jesus is in studio. So is C. Willi Myles. Josh, do you want to mention this text you received about a guy and a piece of candy? Because earlier on we were talking about the HEPA virus. What is it?
Hanta.
The Hanta virus, which you can catch from mouse turds and mouse piss, and it's got some people trapped on a cruise ship somewhere. Do you want to mention this?
Sure. Yeah, this is from EOD Plumber Jesus. He said he was sucking on a bit of honey about 2 months ago.
Oh, I love bit of honeys.
He's getting ready to chew it, right? Have to soften that thing up.
Word.
But then he said something cracked, and he kept chewing, and he kept crunching, and he spit it out, and he said it was rat crap.
Whoa.
Tiny black flecks all through the bit of honey. Very mousy aftertaste.
Mousy aftertaste.
He said it was one of his favorite candies, and now it's been ruined.
Oh, no. He might have
you mentioned that's how you can, well, maybe not specifically from candy, but
the Humpa virus.
How long ago was that again?
He didn't
2
say.
months ago.
Oh, 2 months.
If it was 2 months ago, he's fine. What is a mousy taste, by the way?
How would you
Unless
know
you've
that?
tasted mouse before.
Right.
I had a mousy taste on a pizza many years ago, but that's too long of a story to tell you.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he should be good, though, after that time frame.
Yeah, he's got to stay away from his favorite candy for a while.
Josh, you'd still go back to bit of honey, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably
That
would.
can't happen twice.
The odds are pretty low.
Interesting questions, though. Here's one. I'm waiting for a kidney transplant, one of our listeners. Wow. I have a donor, and you'll understand this language. He says, he or she, however, my GFR is at 21. Do you know what they're talking about?
Yep.
Needs to be at a 20 to proceed with the surgery. Any idea why that's so important to get down to 20? I'm only 1 point off. This is someone who's waiting for kidney transplant surgery. That sounds like a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's So
that sounds like he's taking a day or two off of work, I would imagine.
Yeah. Although, actually, surprisingly, the person who donates the kidney has to take more time off.
I've heard that. I had a friend who did that for her aunt, and she was in the hospital for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The aunt was like 100% better within a couple of days.
Yeah. It's very hard to take the kidney out. They don't put the kidney into the to the recipient in the same place that the kidneys normally are. It's kind of down in your abdomen, and then it's hooked up. So, but anyway.
What is this GFR?
So glomerular filtration rate, which is basically a measurement of how well the kidneys are working, essentially. I mean, the kidneys filter things so that you don't just pee out all of the important stuff, but they also allow the body to get rid of things that you don't want. And I mean, I guess I don't know the criteria for transplant, but basically they're looking for his kidneys to be a little worse before he gets the transplant. I mean, I think if I can't believe if you're on the transplant, well, you're not even on the list. You have a donor. I mean, that's the thing. That's when you find a match like that, that's a beautiful thing. It's not like you're waiting for some mysterious match to show up, usually because someone is killed in an accident and has their organs harvested. So having it hover right at that level, I guess I'd be surprised if they're going to be
picky.
Really that picky? Because, you know, that number can vary a little bit over time. It can vary from day to day. So
good luck with your surgery.
Yeah, I would suspect, you know, if to be in that position, you have a long history of kidney problems that have gotten to the point where they think you need it instead of dialysis, basically, which is just, you know, replacing kidney function. So, if nothing else, hope your kidneys get a little worse soon.
Yeah,
that's weird. I mean,
I know. I mean, it is weird. It's
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Good luck.
You'll be all right.
This person says my penis sometimes gets a burning. I was checked with the scope for my bladder and STD tests. Everything's good. Then he says, I hate putting this out there, but am I whacking it too hard?
Whoa.
Oh. Well.
One dude earlier, Josh, this is a different listener, said he pulls on that sumbitch like he's trying to start a busted lawnmower.
Oh,
right.
geez.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you've been checked out and you don't have an infection or a problem in the urethra or bladder, and yet you're hurting, I mean, you'd at least wonder what you're doing with it.
What are you doing with that damn thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people can have... I mean, prostatitis is notorious for giving people like sort of weird symptoms that it can feel like a burning in the tip of the penis, even though it's actually in the prostate. I would, if you've been scoped and all that, you would have talked about that with the hopefully physician who did it, as opposed to your friend did it, but and had a prostate exam and all that. So yeah, are you using some sort of sandpaper or irritating lube or
lava soap?
I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe think about what you're doing next time. Text us in what you actually do to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
Think about it for Pete's sake.
Treat it like the playoffs and take a day off in between games.
Good point.
Oh, for the love of we've run smooth out of time here.
It always goes so fast.
And it goes way too fast.
And when C Willi's here, it goes even faster because it's so much better.
He's good company.
He is. It's good to see you.
I try.
C Willi Myles, give us a quick update on what's going on with your Mother's Day show.
Oh my God, got a great Mother's Day show coming up Sunday, May 10th, with my good friend Mr. Fred Steele. Going to be a little music, a little comedy. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back at Crooners for the 4th annual Loons on the Lake Comedy Festival with a whole bunch of headliners coming in every single night. And we got comedians doing showcase that's vying for $10,000.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a lot of local national headliners like Mary Mack's going to be there. Last year, winner Maggie Ferris is going to be there. Don McMillan, who's a huge hit. This guy's hilarious. You don't want to miss him. He's a genius. And then you got some comedy master improvisations and stuff like that.
This is Wednesday when?
Wednesday next week.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah, 13th through the 16th is the comedy festival and headliners. So we'll all be there. Every night there'll be a festival, and every night there'll be a different headliner.
I'm going to get signed up for that.
It's a great show. You should get tickets. You can go to loonsonthelake.com or you can go to crooners.com and get tickets.
Excellent.
So you definitely want to check it out. We're going to be there all week.
Thank you, C. Willi.
You bet.
Thanks, Dr. P.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. Yeah, and sorry to the text we couldn't get through. Like Dr. P said, they come in quick. Couldn't get to everybody. Our apologies on that. Former MVEC Warehouse Jesus, congratulations on your first week of retirement from Nate Outdoors Jesus. Emotional support Cactus Jesus. Text the Luther Kia Bloomington text line with a shout out to Van Driver 52, Corey. Happy 25th anniversary to East Winstead Jesus, and I sang karaoke with Nick Jesus. And happy birthday to Bass Slayer Jesus. Good to be back.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
What's going on, podcast pimps? Dana here to once again sing the praises of Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. I got on the ball early. I already got my AC tuned up for summer, and I think you should too. An AC tune-up means better efficiency, fewer breakdowns, and peace of mind before we get choke slammed with heat. And right now, it's their early bird special. $45 off an AC tune-up or $90 and you add your furnace in as well. Smart folks like me don't wait for the first 80-degree day. We plan ahead. Book by May 25th and check it off your list at standardheating.com. Providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.